Just right there.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Tempting Fate. Thank you for joining us. I understand that we have some competition today. There's some sort of sporting event on right now.
What sports?
Sports?
Yeah.
Happy sports.
Like that. Also.
More importantly,
Yeah, people are no. People are not like. People are definitely.
And there's a kitten bowl too now.
I'm more worried about the puppy bowl eating into our ratings. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, that's
puppies.
That's
Yeah. Puppy bowl.
Yeah.
You can't,
don't have to
you
tell me
can't
twice.
compete with puppies.
honestly, if you're still here, go watch the puppy.
That's right.
We'll be here when
Or
you come
have
back.
them on half your screen and
That's
have
right. You
us on the other
can
half your
multi-screen
screen.
with puppies.
There you go.
Anyway, thank you for coming, and with us, as always, is Sam DeLev and Gina DeVivo.
Hi.
And tonight we have a bunch of special guests, starting over here with Jody Hauser, of Vast and writer of all sorts of great comic books, Spider-Man and Star Wars and
Supergirl, and just
Supergirl.
announced this week, StarCraft.
So much stuff. And from season 1, you may remember our good friend Ellie Glevich, who was part of our Fate crew in season 1. And you also might remember Rick Bear, who came and visited us in season 1 and also appeared on Vast, was a writer from Vast. Rick is also usually behind the camera.
Yeah. Most of you will remember me from chat. I'm Xeno Bear.
Oh, thank you, DJ Regular.
DJ Regular, thank you.
Hey.
By the way, the Puppy Kitty Bowl also has a sloth this year.
Oh, right, they have a sloth referee.
They had to bring in a ringer. Oh.
Oh yeah, stop watching us. That's,
I mean,
that's-
honestly,
Oh.
would you still watch if we just watched the Puppy Bowl? Would you watch us watch the Puppy Bowl? Okay.
from the
Yeah, I mean,
We just live react to the Puppy Bowl?
and of course, with us is always Dom Zook behind the camera. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, Saving Throw, for making this all possible. And along those lines, Saving Throw is what makes this all possible, and what makes Saving Throw possible is you guys. Unlike, say, Geek and Sundry, where you know many of us from in some capacity or another, Saving Throw subsides entirely on your donations and your generosity. And over the course of the night, we are hoping that you will give so we can keep doing this and keep the lights on here, keep things rolling. So we've got some incentives and things to help grease the wheels. Of course, as always, there are carrier penguins. You can buy a carrier penguin who will show up in the game in some,
Delightful fashion.
yes, unlikely fashion. And
Thank you, Noah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the bits. Mr. Noah Ingram. And yes, they're always carrier penguins. And then we've got a couple of tiers in place tonight. So for $25, The Matrix reboots. We will throw 3 rerolls. I will give 3 rerolls to the players. Each one counts as a reboot of our particular world, giving them another chance to accomplish whatever it is they presumably failed at. We got 1 reroll in the pot left over from last week, and Sam has 1 reroll left over from last week that you gave them. And yeah, that's $25, 3 rerolls for the table. And at $50, I will give someone at the table a secret objective. The secret objectives have been fun so far. Thank you. Thank you for the sub. We've had a couple of secret objectives so far. We had Sam trying to get Jason Charles Miller to say the word bubbles.
Got Kate.
Thank you for the sub, Wraith. Got Kate instead. Close. We had Max trying to work the lyrics to the Captain Planet theme into the show, and he actually found a way to pull it off.
The entire song.
He got all the
amazing.
lyrics, the whole song. What was our? We had another.
I had one.
What was your secret objective?
I had to imitate Max the entire game.
Oh, right, yeah, you had to subtly
Secretly.
imitate Max.
It was a lot of
I had
me
no
pretending
idea.
I had a pipe while sucking on my freaking pencil.
That was at $50, secret objective. At $75, future slang kicks in, and we will give the chat the opportunity to invent a slang term
Don't feel so relieved just yet.
that each of the players will have to work into their persona.
Oh goodness. Okay, this will go well.
And at $100, somebody will have their drink spiked with some futuristic rhyming drugs, and for the rest of the game, we'll have to speak in rhyme.
Rest of the game.
Rest of the game.
Goodness.
Yeah. So who knows when that kicks in?
Oh boy.
The sooner it does.
That's just one person,
basically the more-
right?
One person.
Well,
Got it.
but if it
Determined at
happens,
random.
could happen to multiple people, right? If enough donations come in.
No, because if we
Just
get to
one?
120, yeah, there's just one
Okay.
person. Because if we get to $125, I'm going to say that the polarity of your cybernetic implants reverses. We reverse the polarity, and and what happens is anybody who's a neon character becomes a chrome character, and anyone who's a chrome character becomes a neon character.
Okay.
Oh, I'm hype. I'm deep hype.
And that's at 125, and then at $150, the future dance. Somebody at the table will have to improvise a dance craze that's sweeping the nation, and due to the height of the camera, it will have to be one that you can do in your chair sitting down. So,
Well, hey.
I nominate Sam for tribute.
thank you, Splatter.
Splattercat.
And then not only will you have to improvise the seated dance craze that's sweeping the nation, but you will have to teach it to the other players, and everyone will have to do it in unison to the chat
This will
satisfaction.
go well.
Beautiful.
And then if somehow you guys are amazingly generous enough to get us to $200, the players and I will communally compose and sing a national anthem for the future setting that we play in tonight.
That's kind of cool. Oh, my.
Wow.
National anthem being used loosely here because who knows if nations still apply. Ooh, it's the future. We are in the not too distant future.
Right. So we'll have to
Not
come
like
up with the corporate
MST3K.
nation state anthem.
Yeah,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And as always, subs get to give players rerolls. We already got a bunch of subs tonight, so let's hand those out now before we get going. DJ Phoenix. Oh, DJ Phoenix had a carrier penguin. We'll save. No, that doesn't show up to the game. We'll save that. And then Wraith42 gives a reroll to Jody.
Nice.
And DJ Regular.
Though
gives
you
a
roll so
reroll.
well, you wouldn't possibly need that, Jody.
There you go.
Why they aren't open.
To Gina DeVivo. That is from DJ Regular.
Thank you, DJ Ray.
Wonderful.
And thank you, DJ Regular, and thank you, Wraith42, and DJ Phoenix. Your carrier penguin will show up in game. But yeah, that's what we've got going on now. So yeah, if you want to see all those tiers again and find out all about fundraisers and the incentives for tonight, you can go into chat and hit !tips, which will tell you how to donate, and !unlocks, which tells you what all the rewards are. And yeah, that's pretty much, I think, everything that we need to do. So let's get rolling. Tonight's game is called Neon and Chrome, and it is a cyberpunk hack of Lasers and Feelings by O-Dog Forever. Thank you, O-Dog Forever. Lasers and Feelings, of course, by the great John Harper. And this is a pretty straight hack of it as far as like the rules go. Everything is pretty much exactly as usual. And yeah, so I will take you through the rules real fast. The way this usually works is a player chooses a number which designates them as a neon character or a chrome character. If you are a neon character, you are good at things like intuition, vice, persuasion, wild, passionate action. And if you are a chrome character, you are better at technology, hacking, analyzing, calm, precise action, those kind of things. Then when a task comes up, I will determine whether that task is a neon task or a chrome task. And if it's neon, you're trying to roll under your number. If it's chrome, you're trying to roll over your number. And if none of your dice succeed, things will get worse for you. If one succeed, you barely manage your task at some cost. If two succeed, you will do what you're trying to do well. And if three succeed, you will knock it out of the park with some degree of style, maybe a little extra benefit. And if you roll your number exactly, you have what in this game, instead of being called neon chrome or something like that, is called mirror shades.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, DJ Phoenix. Whoa, $55. Wow,
Off
thank
to the
you.
races already.
Yay!
Wow, okay, the reboots are on the table. You all have the power to reboot the Matrix should your rolling not go well. Thank you, DJ Phoenix. So, right, yeah, mirror shades, which, as usual, you can ask me a question, and I'll give you some special insight into what's going on at the time or in the greater game. And players can help each other just by declaring they want to before someone takes an action. It works pretty much the same way anything else does. They roll. If they succeed, then the person they're trying to help gets an extra dice. And if they don't, then the player just goes on as if their help fails. And that's really it. So why don't we get to character creation? For tonight, we're going to start over here with Mr. Rick Bear. And for the purpose of random determinations tonight, because some of our incentives select the player randomly, I will roll a d6 with 1 counting as reroll, since there are 5 of you. Rick Bear will be 2, you will be 3, you will be 4, you will be 5, you will be 6. So Rick is 2. Ellie is 3, Sam is 4, Gina is 5, Jody is 6. Splattercat's got a reroll that goes to Gina DeVivo. Thank you, Splattercat.
I shall not fail. I might.
I mean, that's in case you do.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone will have to make the same choices, so I'm going to read them off for Rick Bear, and then we'll just whiz through them, same things for everybody else. So Rick, you'll have to choose a style and a role for your character. Styles are corporate, street, cool, edgy, dangerous, or sneaky. Roles are hacker, reporter, drone operator, infiltrator, ex-soldier, or technician.
I'm going to be a street hacker.
Street hacker,
Yep.
Okay, I like that. Now, what's your number? Just so everyone knows, a high number means you're better at neon, a low number means you're better at chrome.
I am chrome AF, so I'm a 2.
Okay. 2.
Not so good with people, really good with computers and whatnot.
Chrome makes you good with technology, hacking, analyzing
Yep.
things, Mr. Spock.
I prefer the company of computers to the company of people most of the time.
You're in a good time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's actually similar to the real Rick Bear. No,
It's kind of true.
no, he's wonderful. We love Lark.
I still prefer the company of computers, though.
We love you too.
Yep.
What is your cool hacker name?
My hacker name is it's a bit of a reference to the greatest hacker movie of all time, Hackers.
Nice.
I am Lord Kodak.
Lord
Nice.
Kodak.
Yay.
I'm going to spell that Lord with an E on the end just to please myself.
Like Kodak, like film?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Lord Kodak.
Yep.
My makeup was a little bit inspired by
Now-
the ending scene of Hackers.
Oh.
The pool date
Yeah.
moment. Her
Nice.
makeup is rad.
So everybody gets, including you, a personal access device, a loud weapon, a quiet weapon, a body part replaced and improved by technology, and a piece of gear to fit your role. I'm not going to go through asking everybody what they are just here, but everybody, as you go, decide what your loud or quiet weapon is, so when the appropriate situation comes up, you just let us know.
Oh, we get all?
Oh yeah, everybody
One
gets
of
all
each?
that stuff. Yep. You have,
Yeah,
Yep.
we're
You have a personal access device, a loud weapon, a quiet weapon, a body part replaced and improved by technology, and a piece of gear to fit your role.
Personal access device.
Personal access device is like,
One of these.
Yeah, like a
laptop,
phone.
a phone, something that'll let you hack the systems wherever you're at. And it could be, we are in the not too distant future, not like MST3K, not too distant, but so you can use some imagination into what you want your access devices to be. We will roll with whatever you all think is appropriate. Rick, you need a player goal, which could be complete the mission, be a professional, do it with style, or something that you make up for yourself.
I'm going to go with be a professional, because that ties into my character goal as well.
The choices for character goal are get revenge, build your reputation, get paid, repay a debt, change the status quo, and become a legend. So what is your character goal?
Get paid.
Get paid, okay. I can respect that. Moving along. Ellie,
Hi.
what is your style and role?
I'm going to be a dangerous ex-soldier.
A dangerous ex-soldier, okay, I like that.
Neon 4.
Neon 4. Okay, Neon makes her good at intuition, violence, persuasion, wild, passionate action, that kind of stuff. And what is your cool future name?
Alexa.
Alexa?
Like Helexa.
Helllexa.
XA. Yep. Alexa.
By the way, we have an IMDb page. There's a Tempting Fate IMDb where everybody's character names you can find for the entire run of the show. It's one of the most fun IMDb pages to read because the names are always nuts. So it's like reading down the Tempting Fate cast list. Yeah, we've got Sam and Gina sitting together. Can you believe that no one has sat Sam and Gina together? All the shows they've been on.
Get ready for a little sidebars, guys. Sidebars is really good. Yeah.
So yeah, Alexa, what is your player goal?
Sorry, I got distracted by the love that was happening there.
Yeah, no. We have to compete with the puppy bowl somehow.
It was so cute. I was just. Oh. I'm sorry. You asked me a question.
Yeah. What is your player and character goal?
To complete the mission.
Complete the mission. Okay.
And repay a debt.
Ah. Yeah. Think about what debt do you owe to who?
Okay.
And yeah, that is good for you. And now, Sam DeLove.
Hello.
Hello. What is your style and role?
I am corporate and an infiltrator.
I love it.
Are you playing like the Black Widow tonight?
Do you want my gloves? They're part of the cosplay.
So would I tell you?
So, corporate infiltrator, what is your number?
3.
Oh.
I am not min-maxing tonight. Get high.
Totally balanced character, cool. So we've got a 2, a 4, and a 3. Looking cool so far. Good party. What is your cool future name, corporate infiltrator? Sam?
You don't need to know my name. I'm Jean Doe.
Jean Doe. Okay.
Jean.
Jean Doe.
Yeah.
Jean Doe. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Jean Doe.
Those jeans dough.
Jean, Jean Doe.
Why, thank you.
And Jean, what are your what is your player and character goal?
I'm going to be a professional. And I want to do the opposite of build a reputation. I want to vanish my reputation. No one needs to know who I am. I will go into the shadows.
Makes sense.
Stealth. Zoli always stealths.
Who's Zoli? Their stealth
No
was
idea.
too high.
No, I don't know.
There has never been a Zoli.
Gina DeVivo.
Yep.
What is your style and role?
I am a sneaky hacker.
Sneaky hacker. Okay.
And I am right in the middle of Chrome and Neon. I'm 3.
Okay. Another 3.
Mathematic.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And what is your name, oh sneaky hacker you?
Jag_wire.
Jag_wire. Okay, Jaguar. Jaguar.
And really surprised it wasn't taken. I had to reset the system and eliminate several other Jaguars to get the original.
Right, you didn't want to be like Jaguar 22.
No, it's not nearly as effective. How am I supposed to strike
cool.
fear in the hearts of my enemies?
So, Jaguar, what is your player goal and character goal?
My player goal is to do it with style. And my character goal is to prove myself because I haven't had a good score yet. I haven't done a big hack that's proven me in the underground.
Oh, that's kind of scar.
That kind of score.
I was about to be offended.
And Jody Hauser, what is your style and role?
I am a dangerous reporter.
Okay.
I will get to the truth even if I gotta beat it out of you.
Dangerous reporter, and what is your number?
5.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I am
Murder,
full
Jody!
neon.
All right. Cool looking party. And what is your future name, Jody Hauser?
I am named after the greatest hero to bring light to the dark places. My name is Wisp, which was the original name of Rainbow Bright before she was Rainbow Bright. But
So
also WISP sounds like a cool
Think
feature.
WHISP or
does.
WISP?
WISP.
WISP. WISP. All right. And what is your player and character goal?
I'm going to do it with style, and I want to change the status quo. Because the news has just been too dark for too long.
In
that
fiction.
truth?
Right, yeah.
In the not too distant future.
Yes, in the not too distant future, right, yeah. Okay, so that's everybody's characters. Just to take you through that again, we have Lord Kodak, the street hacker, Halexa, the dangerous ex-soldier, Jean Doe, the mysterious corporate infiltrator, Jaguar, the sneaky hacker, and Wisp, the dangerous reporter. And now you get to create a contact. As a group, pick 2 worlds for your contact, whose name is apparently Plug, according to the rules. So Plug has connections with either the corporate establishment, the military establishment, criminals, criminal empires, hacking people, media, research and development. So of those, pick 2. Corporate, military, criminal, hacking, media, research and development.
Well, I could argue that since there are 2 hackers in our group, we probably have a lot of connections in the hacking world.
Yeah, we're
Right.
probably sorted for hackers.
And I'm
Yeah.
probably good for connections in media.
Yeah.
And I'm with corporate.
And we have an ex-military,
But we-
so...
With criminal, I would say we need.
We need the criminal.
And we
so
get
criminal
2.
and hacking?
Or no, we don't.
R&D.
Yeah, criminal and
Oh.
R&D. I
What
would
we
say.
don't have.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
ourselves. There's a reason why we need this person.
Yeah.
So
I'm almost sure of it.
you're taking a criminal and R&D. That's
Yes.
all right.
We do need him, right? For sure.
I don't know.
But Plug has a flaw.
Of course.
Plug is demanding, greedy, lazy, forgetful, paranoid, or careless. Pick one.
Paranoid.
Probably paranoid.
Yeah.
That seems
Definitely
likely.
paranoid.
I don't know. Plug is not paranoid. Plug is right.
Look, if he causes too
That
much
remains
trouble,
to be
we'll
seen.
just pull the plug.
Oh, the puns
And now
have
we know
begun.
why Plug is paranoid.
Yeah. People make that
Chicken,
joke at him every day.
Don't matter him.
Puns starting early tonight.
Pun early, pun often.
So, I think that is everything. Oh, do you know, who do you owe your debt to?
I'm figuring that out. I know why I owe the debt.
Why do you owe the debt?
Because I was framed for the murder of my commanding officer, which is why I'm no longer in the military.
Okay.
So you
I'm
don't know.
So somebody came forward. There we go. Somebody
Figuring out who you owe the
figuring out who
this
I owe the
debt
debt to,
to.
because someone came forward with the proof that I didn't do it,
Yes.
but anonymously.
Okay.
I have suspicions.
Was it you? Oh. All right. So,
Didn't know what you're talking about.
we're in the not too distant future. Try and imagine a world where politics has just gone crazy. The government has just been co-opted by robber barons and sort of emotionally soulless monsters who dismantle it bit by bit until eventually just collapses under its own weight, and society just falls into disarray, and then, you know, the only people with the power to step forward are the corporations, and bit by bit they start picking up the pieces and creating their little corporate fiefdoms, you know, which start taking the places of what used to be governments and cities and states and things like that. And all of the corporations, you know, they're all out there, you know. Google has this, their protectorate of Googlia, and that's right by Apollonia.
Appaloosa.
Appaloosa. Appaloosa.
Apollonia. Appaloosa's good too.
Yeah, I like yeah. We'll go with Appaloosa.
Apollonia, who Michael Corleone married.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Apollonia. Yes. Good catch. Good
See, I was
catch.
picturing Apollonia.
Oh, that's good
That's
too.
what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
They're actually trying to split
Apollonia?
off
Yeah.
from Appaloosa.
Right.
It's
Yes.
like a
Yeah. There's a little
Secession.
civil war going
Yeah.
on between the
there's a civil
Apollonians
war
and the
between
Appaloosians.
Appaloosa or Apollonia?
Oh.
It's basically
on the
Appaloosia is
losing
Android.
side.
it's between the people who want the bigger phones and the smaller phones.
Right.
Physical or implant?
At people who live outside the auspices of any corporate protectorate use Android. There are several of these corporate protectorates. We can decide what they are as we go, but if there's a big giant corporation that you think will survive into the apocalypse, Disney has definitely got one of them. It's called the Magic Kingdom. That's the Disney protectorate. That's canon now.
Important question.
Yeah.
Did Taco Bell win the franchise wars in this
Absolutely.
Why is life even worth living in this hellish dystopia?
Taco Bell won the franchise wars. All restaurants are Taco Bell, which is totally original to our game.
We all know how to use the 3 seashells.
And we all know how to use the three seashells.
We made it out of cyber kindergarten.
Also
Jeez.
totally original to our game. So that is what the world is like. And to get right to the intro right off the game sheet, you are pawns in the near future shadow wars between corporations. It's usually all business in the sprawling metropolis you call home, but some very powerful people have taken a personal interest in your skill set. If you don't make them happy, you could lose everything you hold most dear. So, you are in a sprawling metropolis. Where are you guys? You've got a team? Where does your team operate out of?
Do we already know each other?
Yeah, you already know each other.
I'm new.
Usually in these Lazy Feeling starts out.
And I'm
with
really
team.
bitter about there being another hacker in the mix.
But I'm so in love.
Yeah,
I can't believe you're Lord Kodak. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Okay.
Sorry. What kind of stuff do you mod your computer? Like, tell me everything.
I'll tell you later.
Okay. Like how late? Like soon later or like
Soon.
tomorrow? Okay. Soon.
Real soon.
He said soon.
We're in a bar, right? Because at this point, I just need a drink.
Yeah, you're in a bar.
Taco bar.
And
Taco.
Taco bar.
Taco bar.
Taco bar.
Yes, you're in Taco Bar.
It is Taco Tuesday. Every day is Taco Tuesday.
Every day is Tuesday.
And
That really is.
Yeah, the calendars on your personal digital assistants reset to Tuesday every time you walk into one. Just every day is Tuesday, and you walk out, it resets again.
That's a genius. That's genius.
Kodak programmed that.
Yeah,
so
totally.
Oh, I know.
in Lasers and Feelings tradition,
I got paid real well for that.
So say in Lasers and Feelings tradition, you are a team, and your team had a leader who is, we'll say, a master hacker who assembled the 5 of you as a support staff to gather information and assist in hacking operations. You run jobs.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Voice. Oh,
Thank you.
That gets us almost to the secret objective.
Ooh, exciting.
And yeah, you are in a bar right now because your leader, what's your leader's name?
Raptor.
Raptor, your leader Raptor. Wow, that was fast.
Yeah. You've been sitting on that.
Your leader Raptor is sick.
Like so sick?
Like
Or
No,
so-
like sick.
Oh.
Like a sick puppy. But not like the cute puppy.
Yeah, no, not like good
sick
sick.
puppy.
Yeah,
Like the old yeller.
is
Rabbit. Yeah.
infected with
The
disease.
rabbit raptor.
Right.
He is paying for a very expensive underground medical care because he is a criminal, and you, as a group, need to raise funds for him.
So there's no single payer.
Car wash.
No, there's no single payer. Not in
No
your
way.
not in your corporate fiefdom, which is
Not a bank.
Legitimate citizens would have medical care, but he's off the grid. You're all off the grid. Well, I don't know. You're a reporter, so you could be on the grid.
I'm on the grid.
You're on the grid. All right.
You have some
I'm
proximity
grid. I'm
to the
grid
grid.
adjacent.
You're grid adjacent. Yeah. You are all flexible with gridding.
Yeah.
In theory, though, we have two
We don't need the
hackers.
government getting our blood.
So,
That'd be
yeah.
really bad.
You are in this bar trying to put your heads together, trying to figure out how to get the fortune of money that you are going to need for Raptor's medical care.
We have 2 hackers here and an unending amount of technology. I say we just take it.
What corporate fiefdom are you in? Who are the lords and masters of this castle?
Aren't we in Taco Bell's bar?
Oh no, just
We're-
all
But
restaurants
what
are Taco Bell.
nation states are we
Yeah.
in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the idea of the Disney thing. Like, we're all
We're in-
badass fucking hacker. And
We're in
shit.
Disneyland
We're-
World.
But
Yes.
for Disney.
Yeah.
Disneyland
Yesterday
World.
land.
Disney. Yes.
Oh.
Yesterday Land.
Well done.
Okay.
Done.
You were in the Disney fiefdom Yesterday Land, which is billed as the most non-Orwellian place on Earth.
Yes. From Disney Europe.
That was so good.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Yesterday Land is very cool. It's sort of nostalgic. It reminds you of a little bit of an earlier, sort of more innocent time. Things are there's a section of town called 1990s Land and a section of town, 1980s Land, and they're all.
We get all
Yeah, I was gonna say that's where we do a lot of shopping.
Every borough is sort of themed, and parking is always done by a number and some memorable character from some franchise you love.
It's really efficient.
Yeah, Disney mascots walk the streets, taking pictures with you and stuff like that.
Oh God.
Which of us was a mascot, like, as a teenager?
Neo,
Oh, wow,
obviously,
yeah.
because at that point Disney would own
Right.
everything. So the Matrix would be a Disney franchise.
I'd say we could just say that Disney drafts you into service as mascots.
We were all mascots.
Yeah.
Yes, you were all mascots.
I was Mirage from The Incredibles.
As a short brunette, I played like every single female character ever from Star Wars at one point.
Oh, yeah, that counts in,
So at
in
13,
the not too
you just
distant
get
future.
conscripted as a cast member.
Yeah.
So
I'm small. I fit inside the ones with the heads, so I'm like Tigger and Pooh and Piglet.
yes, you are.
That makes sense.
You really, really are.
I'm all the redhead ones. Ariel, Amy Adams in Enchanted. What's her name?
They made 3 sequels.
Oh,
Amy Adams
right.
in Enchanted, what's her name?
Amy Adams
That-
in Enchanted.
Amy Adams.
Amy Adams in Enchanted.
and,
The actress is an official princess now.
Oh, and I could actually be Mary Jane because Disney does own that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure, they own everything.
Yeah. And I was animals.
And you were animals.
Goofy,
yeah. Goofy,
Pluto.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
And that's why you got so cool. You don't ever want like the goofy or anything again. You want to be taken seriously.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like to talk about it.
Well, you're sitting in Taco Bar,
There's one of the 7 dwarfs too.
and it's a nice casual atmosphere. Everything seems nice and loose. You are sitting at your table when you hear
Those stupid ducks.
it's a penguin, and the penguin walks up to your table wearing super cool like Neo sunglasses and like a leather jacket, and slaps like a message down on the table and goes and the message says it is from DJ Phoenix, and it says thanks for the cyberpunk love tonight, stay shiny.
Shiny and chrome.
And we will, DJ Phoenix. Thank you.
And that's the coolest penguin I have ever seen.
Yeah, and on that, the penguin like erupts into cool digital pixels and swirls away into the ether.
Because the actual ones are extinct by this point.
That
You can
style.
actually get a look at the penguin. We tweeted out earlier. Meaning of Night created an awesome cyberpunk
So awesome.
carrier penguin for us.
Amazing, I'm excited.
Yeah, that's on Twitter. But yeah, so you are sitting in the bar trying to figure out how to raise money for the medical care of Raptor, your sick leader.
I mean, I put out my 2 cents.
Yeah.
I say we hack it and just take it.
Well, do we have a dollar amount that we're going to? It's something huge, I suspect.
Sure, why don't we say it's $1 million, what's currency called in the Magic Kingdom?
Disney bucks.
$1 million Disney
Yeah.
bucks.
$1 million Disney bucks.
Cool. Didn't Disney actually have their own that you could buy?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably called Disney bucks or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
That
That doesn't sound magical enough.
Disney
Nowhere
dollars.
accepts
Yeah.
them.
Disney, yeah. Right, yes, nowhere accepts them. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you need $1 million Disney bucks.
I mean, I feel like we should, if we're gonna rob from somebody, we should steal from some place we don't live necessarily, so we can, keep living here.
Don't shit where you eat,
Exactly.
even in a Taco Bell.
Oh.
Was eating a taco. No longer eating a taco.
Keeps eating taco. Fair.
We are classy. So yeah,
I'm open to other suggestions. We can go to different towns. We can do whatever we want to do. I just think the most logical.
Well, we should probably go. Yeah, I agree. We should not do it here. Hacking is a good way to go. We have to figure out who we can actually hack. I mean, I'm pretty good, but most of the banks have really, really ridiculous security. So, I'm not sure, but I'm open to suggestions.
Private individual might be a little easier.
Oh.
I'm sure
That would be easier.
there's someone who deserves to not have what they have.
So I'm gonna pull out a paper and start reading about the latest
I was going to do that on my
1%.
personal
I'll read
access
my
device.
story. My story's on page 3. Read it. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just gonna start reading it. I was gonna be a bitch, and then I decided not to.
So you're trying to find somebody who might be able to finance something, but is that what you're?
So, someone who deserves to be
someone
robbed.
who deserves to be robbed.
Oh, you're just gonna. Oh, okay.
Someone rich
So,
who's a jerk.
I way overthought that. Yeah. Okay. Someone who's rich and a jerk. Yeah. Why don't you, Ellie, if you're doing this?
Anybody win the lottery lately?
Alexia.
Are there still lotteries?
Yeah, but they're not good ones.
Yes, but
You
it
get, like,
turns out
stoned
nobody
and not the good kind.
actually
Right.
wins. It's all propaganda.
Yeah. It's like that old lottery story that you had to read
The
in high
lottery.
school, where like the winner got stoned, for the good of the harvest or whatever it was. You ever read that story? Yeah.
Shirley Jackson.
Yeah. Thank you. See, I'm not crazy.
Yep.
Gina's looking at me like I'm crazy, but
Didn't they do a TV movie of it or something? Anyway.
Probably.
Anyway.
so yeah.
Yes, and now it's owned by Disney.
That was
Yes.
a brief
Yeah.
deterrence into literature. You are trying to figure out who you want to rob. That sounds like you were doing some kind of analyzing.
Oh.
I know.
So you're doing some kind of analyzing. So why don't we say you are Alexia, the dangerous ex-soldier. The way this works is you get 1 die if you're prepared to do what you're going to do. You get 1 extra 1 if you are an expert.
I'm an expert reader. I will sit and read this all day long.
So we're going to say that you are at least prepared for this. So you can roll 2.
And I'd like to assist, considering I report on the news and all,
Yeah.
there was a story like a couple days ago. I can't remember
So
the guy's
before you
name.
roll, why don't you roll 3, because you are an expert on finding information.
Yes. But wait, is this Chrome or?
This is Chrome.
Oh, well, that's great.
This is go in.
Well, that.
Oh, hey.
No, I'm neon. I'm neon.
Yeah, but you You rolled your number twice.
Oh yeah. I rolled my number twice.
So it in fact did go well.
Oh, okay. Well, you will get to roll 1 extra, and you roll your number twice. That is mirror shades. You can ask a question, and I will answer you honestly.
What sort of corporate fiefdom in our little world is the most evil and corrupt and most deserving to be robbed?
Let's say.
I feel like Sam has an answer to this question. It's not Weinstein, because that was the one I went to.
He's long dead.
Oh, I see.
So it's Disney.
In the future.
Actually, I see what you wrote. That's really good.
Yeah. And it's fitting.
Someone who would still be around in the not too distant future, corporate, and at all times an irredeemable, selfish dickbag.
Good
Hey,
timing.
thank you.
Not you.
Thank you, though.
Yep.
Martin Scully. Pharmaceutical douchebag.
Oh.
Remember that one?
It's probably time for him to pay back for the medicine.
Sure.
It wasn't the first time that he did this in our world, right?
Yes, pharmaceutical douchebag
it
Martin
again,
Scully
again, and again.
has actually had himself.
Pharma D-bag.
He has,
I literally just do it.
he has had his head cut off and attached to a robot body, so that he's still alive and
Continually harvesting the organs of young poor people
Yes.
who are selling them to pay for their
Repo genetic opera style?
Pretty much.
Status quo, yeah. He actually is the king of a small nearby fiefdom called Scrallyville.
Colloquially known as Douchelandia.
Colloquially known as Douchelandia.
And that's all we are going to call it.
We're going, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're
doing
going.
this.
Hey, there may yet be philosophy. Who knows?
That's right.
But not right now.
So, yeah, that is actually a very small nearby corporate fiefdom, and its reputation is just for being horrible beyond belief, and
No connection to Disney?
no known connection to Disney.
No connection, yes.
They are geographically connected. You would
Right.
say.
But we wouldn't be
Right? No, there's the Disney people do not like the Skrully people.
They have taste.
Well, let's not go nuts, but yeah. So, yeah, that is the answer to your question. Is there a corporation nearby, a corporate fiefdom nearby that is cruising for a bruising or kind of looking to get robbed? That's the one.
Okay.
Cool.
That we're doing
That
that.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Screw that guy.
So let's figure out where he keeps his money, which I could probably find out pretty easily by
Yeah, me
using
too.
my
Let's do it
thing.
together.
Sure. Yeah. You want to assist on the
I do.
Well,
I do.
mean, this is a hacking thing, so it's Chrome. You are both. You
I'm
are
okay.
Chrome character. You are you are a
I'm
balance
technically,
character.
I'm a balance.
So this is a
I haven't
Chrome
heard
roll. You're helping
I'm an
out. You go
intern.
first.
Okay. How many am I rolling?
You can roll. Well, you're a hacker, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can roll 3 because you are an expert at
Yay!
hacking.
I didn't know if it was different for an assist.
Oh, yeah. Take it.
3, and 2 of my number, and 1.
All right. When you roll 2
Is
at
it
once,
under?
I'm going to count that as a single mirror shades each time.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
Each one is
Okay.
one lens of the shade. Yeah, I don't know. Work with me. So
Show me
yes,
the light.
there you go. So you get a question, an insight question.
Where does he hide his money?
Where does he hide his money? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we are about $9 away from the secret objective kicking in. So, what? $10 away.
10.
Sorry. Oh, I saw the. Okay, never mind.
That's Patreon.
Ah, that's Patreon. Got it. So,
He's sick.
where does he keep his money? He keeps his money. I mean, well, in the future, money is digital, so he keeps
Yeah.
his money. In
I know. I want bank accounts.
Yeah, he keeps his money in a digital vault, which is a bank account that only has physical access on a certain premises. You cannot get in remotely. You actually have to go to it and
Okay.
be in the building now.
Where is that?
That
where
is
is his
in
money?
Douchelandia.
We don't have an exact building.
Once
no,
we get there, I can find it.
We might have to talk to some contacts once we're there.
Oh, Tyler
Find the
Boyce
location that
gives
way.
a reroll.
Criminal
to
contacts,
Gina.
if you will.
Thank you, Tyler.
I'm gonna need it. I'm not that good of a hacker.
So Rick, yeah, you now know that he's got a digital vault somewhere in Douchelandia. Do you want to try and see if you can determine more precisely where that is?
Yeah. Let's see, 2 successes.
2 successes. Well, actually, you could roll a 4th one because Gina gave you. She's successfully helping. You're an expert.
3 successes.
3 successes. So yeah, you know exactly where it is.
Everyone quiet. It needs to work.
Robo Shelly. Shrelly? Is it?
Shkreli.
Shkreli.
Yeah.
Shkreli.
I
Robo
believe it's
Shkreli.
pronounced douchebag.
Robo Douchebag keeps his money in a digital vault that is located on the premises of his home. And you have the exact coordinates for that. Now, of course, being the king of his own fiefdom, his home is pretty well guarded. You don't know everything
Not
about
for
it, but
long.
pretty much take for granted that, yeah, it's going to be a tough nut to crack.
It's going to be fun.
So let's go.
All right.
We should find out what
That's-
company is contracted for the security. Maybe someone
Infiltrate.
is familiar to you.
We can figure that out. Yeah. I got somebody I can talk to.
Also, a guy like this, big ego, might want to have a cover story written about him for, some big paper in a much bigger fiefdom than his.
All right. First, let's start here. You want to try and see if you can make some sort of connection to a contact?
Yeah.
So that sounds to me like... That sounds like it falls into neon to me. Intuition, passionate action, your connections, social network, that kind of thing. So it's a neon roll, and we'll say you're prepared to reach out to your connections, so you can roll 2.
Sorry,
Neon,
neon.
you want to roll
down.
under your number?
Or my number, because I rolled under and my number.
You rolled under and your number, so that's 2 successes, and you get a special insight. So what do you want to know?
Help me out, guys. I get a special insight. Anybody?
You get a question?
Yeah.
Is there anyone in the security detachment you know?
Okay. Or, yes. What
Or
company?
does someone you know still work for that company?
Yeah.
Who at that company do you know?
Yeah, how do we want to phrase this? So we. Yes. I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Who do you know who still works at that company? Is there a way we can talk to them?
What company? What company are we asking about?
There's a security company that takes care of douchebags.
Okay, I can tell you who that company is. You want to ask that?
Well, that was what she was rolling for.
Oh, that's what you were
And she
rolling for,
succeeded.
right?
Had
Okay,
the-
okay.
yeah.
So you get that right, and we'll say that company. Thank you. We will say that company is who provides security in the future. All security is provided by Bubble Yum. Yeah,
Bubble Yum
they
Security.
morphed. Yes, they morphed from a gum manufacturer into a high-tech cybersecurity company, and they are downright scary good at what they do.
Yeah.
Less bubble gum, more bubble gun.
Yeah.
And that asshole probably has the whole juicy fruit package.
Now he does. Yeah. And yeah, your contact, whose name, your contact whose code name is
Plug.
Plug. Does Plug have these kind of R&D criminal? I guess this could be R&D, right? Sure, this is Plug. Yeah, you make contact with Plug, and Plug. Well, yeah. I used to do a little security for Douchelandia.
Of course you did.
Yeah, well, gotta pay the rent. And that Robo Shrelly guy, he pays handsomely for security work because he's,
But people
nuts.
like you who take care of him, you guys don't really like him.
Oh, nah, but I like his money.
Nobody is paid enough to like him.
What if we could offer more money for their help?
What are you proposing exactly?
Do we want to tell him?
You could tell me. Come on, I'm Plug. If you can't trust Plug, who can you trust?
I don't know if I trust a little paranoid thing.
Right.
I am not paranoid.
Here's the question,
This
Plug.
world is teeming with assassins and spies. It is a fact. Everybody knows it.
Here's the
Hello.
question, Plug. Do you trust yourself?
I wouldn't. Well,
There we have it.
All right. So
Okay.
let's see. Do you have contact with the head of of security there,
nah, I don't have
or
those kind
any of the guys
connections.
on the inside?
Bubble Yum's a tight operation. I know a couple of people who used to work there. They got into a sticky situation, so the company spit them out. They're a little chewed up right now, but
I'm sure we could pop their security given the right connections.
And we'll make sure they get paid under the table.
And that's a wrap.
Brooke, please
So
resent
good.
me. Please resent me. Thank you.
so sorry.
Not even slightly.
So yeah, I know someone who used to work at Bubble Yum doing doing some preliminary work on the Douchelandia system.
Well,
Names?
We'd love to talk to them.
What's in it for me?
What do you want?
What do you mean? What do I want? I want money.
Yeah, well, then we'll give you money.
All right. I want 50%.
No. Take a 0 off it.
funny.
What? Finder's fee's like 15%. I gotta
You
do better
didn't
than
find
finder's
the
fee.
job.
Well, but I found you the connection that makes the job possible.
We don't know if your connection's any good.
Well, if you want it, 30%.
20%.
15. Wait.
Yes.
Damn it.
Always good negotiating with you, Plug.
This is an ongoing theme on something faith that I love.
Yeah.
Well, Plug looks super unhappy, but a deal is a deal. So you owe Plug 15% of whatever you take off of Martin Shirelli, or his robot version.
Robo douchebag.
Robo
Yeah,
douchebag.
so do the math and figure out how much we need to get to still have the money.
All
to
of
do
it.
Yeah, I mean,
We're
take
stealing all of it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he has more than $1 million.
We're gonna
Disney
rob him
bucks.
with this bitch.
We're Ocean's 11ing this shit.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, that's an interesting question. Does he have Disney bucks? We may need to convert it.
we're gonna have to convert
Exchange rate sucks. We'll just get
So we just steal a lot.
All of it.
right.
Like $1 billion should be good.
All of it.
All of it.
And the Wu-Tang album.
all of it.
And
all
the
of it.
Wu-Tang
All of it
album.
sounds like a
Yeah.
good number. I like all
That's
of it.
really why I want to get him.
Yeah.
The
Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang
album?
I don't necessarily want the Wu-Tang
Oh,
album.
no, that's
No,
what
But
I
I
you
want.
want
him
to
to have
punish
it.
him
For the audacity.
Hey,
Exactly.
Plug, we'll make you a copy of the Wu-Tang album.
Hey, okay,
There we
okay.
go.
That's worth my missing percentage points. Wu-Tang forever.
No one's gonna
nothing to
notice
fuck
if we steal an exact amount of money and then exchange it for our currency, right?
Well, that's why we steal a whole bunch of money, but then only exchange a
divide it.
little bit at a time.
Yeah.
We launder some of it into the LA dimes. We launder some of it into Dodger dogs.
Mr. Noah
we can
Ingram.
hide
Wanted
it
to
in
make
the
sure we
lot.
were on the same.
Mr. Noah Ingram gives reroll to Jody.
Ah, hey, Jody, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's a lot
We
of
launder
places we
the
can
money.
hide money.
So, satisfied with his 15% and a copy of the Wu-Tang album, Plug hooks you up with his contact. What's his contact's name?
Barry.
Oh, hey, thank you, Summer
Hey,
Church.
Summer Church.
Hey!
I think we just
whoa.
unlocked.
That unlocks the
unlocked full-size
secret objective.
Get hype.
So the secret objective, let's see. Tonight's secret objective, which I am looking for right now.
Can't put on my foot.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Yeah, the secret objectives are set by Mr. Domzook, who is merciless.
I
Thanks,
didn't know that
man.
this was my thing, but I'll do it now. I will do it now.
Oh.
You.
Oh.
He doesn't look
Really
evil.
nervous.
Speak for
He looks
yourself.
really nice when you just look at him in the face, but there's evil behind those eyes. Behind those eyes.
Yeah.
Spend more than a couple of seconds looking into the eyes and they start flashing red. That's why you know there's danger there.
That should have been so
Yes, that is
It
the
throws
best.
most people. They get distracted.
Yeah.
I'm hiding behind you, Gina.
I can't help you.
Here's your secret objective, which you are welcome, by the way.
at everything.
You are welcome, by the way, to take a picture of the secret objective and tweet it out to the world if you want, because no one here is allowed to look at their phones for the rest of the game. So
Certainly not for that.
if you would like to give it out to the chat,
Oh.
I'll chat what it is. I will tell chat, or they can guess what the secret objective is.
oh, do you want to do it that way? Because we.
I think they should guess because I think chat will probably pick up on it at some point.
Okay. We'll see if chat can guess. Sorry, I take it back. We did it that other way last time. We're all about experimentation. So.
Yeah.
So where were we?
Barry, the connection at Bubble Yum.
Barry, the connection man.
Oh, right. Barry the connection. Barry from Bubble Yum. Well, Plug sets you up with Barry, and Barry shows up, and he is head to toe black leather, big tall mohawk, scars running down one side of his face, and he sits down and says, "So you're friends of Plugs?"
Yeah, we are.
He said that you were looking to do something over in Douchelandia.
Yeah,
Maybe.
we're looking to. I mean, I know it's not a bank, but we're looking to make a withdrawal. If you get what I'm hinting at.
Yeah. Okay. What exactly can I do for you?
Well, you had some contacts in the Bubble Yum gun securities.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you still have those contacts?
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
Well, do you or don't you?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Good. Then we can help each other, I think.
Well, what's in it for me?
A Wu-Tang album?
How do you feel about Wu-Tang?
They had their moments.
Would you like a copy of the album no one has heard?
Sell it.
Well, I'm a bit of a hipster.
I could tell that about you.
I hear that before most other people do. It would be fun to lord over my hipster friends. So that's it, huh? Just Wu-Tang album?
Yes.
All right, I'm in.
Good.
What do we need to know here?
How to get in?
Oh, I mean, it's pretty tough.
Well, do you remember the routine? Like when people go on shift and when they change and
Who they
at
are.
what door and their names?
Any
How about-
blackmailable weaknesses?
Where do the janitors stand outside the building to have a cigarette? What
Well-
door do they use for that?
I haven't been there in a while, but when I was there, I had my my robot eye recording everything. If we could search that tape, that recording, we might be able to find. Maybe I saw some janitors smoking by a door. I don't know. Who looks for things like that? I mean, I carry my own cigarettes, so you know.
That'd be great if we could get a look at a bunch of that footage, then we can know where we're going.
Well, the problem is my system's all messed up all the time, and need some kind of master hacker to go in there and see if they can find the footage.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so Barry puts a connecting jack thing into the back of his head and hooks it up to who's gonna give this a shot? Which one of you? One of you can help. One of you can.
I'll help.
Okay.
You can help.
So he hooks it up
Barry,
to
just sit
your
right back.
access
This won't
device.
hurt a bit.
And you want to help first. You both get to roll 3 for this because you were both hacking experts.
Over or under is good. Over?
Over.
Over. All
you
three.
rolled
3 successes.
3 successes.
And you rolled your number.
And I rolled my number.
Okay, you will get an insight, and you will get an extra die. So what do you want to know?
I'm going to postpone my insight.
Okay, you hold on to that.
Yeah.
Lord Kodak, you get to roll 4 for this.
3 successes.
Okay, yeah, you hacked the crap out of that.
Oh,
guy.
and I got mirror shades as well, so 4 successes.
Okay, do you have a insight question you want to ask? You could also hold on to it if you want.
Tell us the information we see and then we'll ask, maybe. Because I don't know what we need to ask yet.
Is there a particular brand of cigarettes that the janitors and stuff smoke?
Yes. The particular brand of cigarettes that is smoked by the janitors who work in the douchebag, the Douchelandia president's home are made by McDonald's. They're McDonald's cigarettes. McCigarettes.
McGretts?
McGretts. Yes, they're all McGretts.
McReds.
No regrets.
Ronald McDonald shamelessly sells cigarettes to children in this horrible nightmare dystopia.
I mean, really, it's just diversifying the product line.
Plus, they're
It's all-
totally out of franchising for food, so they needed to go into something else.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. But I wanted to know that in case we
No, that's-
one of us tries
that's a
to
good
go
call.
in, we can offer somebody some cigarettes and maybe worm our way
like
in.
it.
Somebody who's not me because I'm really bad at talking to people.
Well,
Hello.
he absolutely knows where the you search through his memory banks and you find a tape of the janitors coming out to sneak smokes on a particular exit on the northeast side of the building, we will say. But what you can also see from the tape is that the area where the janitors come out to smoke is very well covered by videotape monitors or surveillance cameras, excuse me.
All right.
Okay. Does Barry have he's security detail, right? Would he have had contact with McDouchebag?
Barry, that's a little over his paycheck.
Okay.
He worked at high levels, but he didn't meet the president.
Okay. Is there any? Do they know if newspapers get delivered? Is there any footage of security detail walking or picking up mail and giving it to the house to be delivered?
Did they make paper ones?
Well,
still?
he
Or do they
brought.
deliver
reading one
tablets
earlier.
every
They
day?
deliver tablets
like
every
a
day.
brand new fucking tablet
Yeah,
every
actually,
day.
that is exactly what is happens. Yeah, that's true. And Lord Kodak rocked that hacking roll so hard that he can tell you right now, just press a few buttons, that yeah, absolutely, there is a delivery of tablets every day, right around the same time.
What company delivers those tablets?
The company that delivers the tablets is the biggest, most powerful news organization in this not too distant future, Netflix. In the future, all news is Netflix.
Newsflix.
Newsflix.
That's
yes.
just a subsidiary.
Yep, yeah. It's a subsidiary. Well, it used to be a subsidiary, but then the original company went out, so Newsflix is the only part that's left. Netflix is like, their Buggy Whip division, long in the past. Yeah.
Right. Hulu is all of the digital production now.
Yes, Hulu. Yeah, Hulu rules the streaming market. It really just big come from behind victory. Once Disney got into the streaming game, it totally
because
threw
Disney
Netflix for a
bought
loop.
Hulu, and so they could
Hulu,
do
right,
I'm really
right.
hoping up for a lot of fan fiction, guys. We're laying some pretty great ground rules here.
But I would imagine in Yesterdayland, where we're from, we only get the Disney streaming service.
Well,
Yes.
Disney bought Hulu.
Disney bought Hulu, so we get everything.
We get everything.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. But the Disney streaming service is like lots of good Star Wars programming, so
Right.
you're pretty happy with it.
They don't show Tron Uprising though, because they don't want us getting ideas.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh.
No Tron
It's a
Uprising.
shame because
Right.
it's so good. You should watch it, guys.
But we do get complete access to all 1,300 Star Wars movies that have been released up to this point.
Well, of course, they're on the Star Wars channel.
Right.
Yeah, they're up to
They
like
run
episode
24 hours.
400 or something.
Yeah.
And all
And-
17 phases of Marvel movies.
That's right.
So, yeah, he knows exactly where, when these deliveries are made. They are, yes, the Newsflix deliveries comes every day right around the same time. Why? What's it to you?
Well, I want to see if I can use my contacts at Newsflix to see about getting an interview. So we have a two-pronged approach.
Ah,
Start
okay.
them,
Start
drop the
embassies.
security, split the party because it always goes well.
Well, I'll need some, as camera assistants and.
Sam loves splitting the party.
It's my
you probably don't
favorite thing
notice
in the
about
whole
them,
world.
but yeah, they love it. With the party.
It's my favorite.
You split and you meet in the middle. It always goes well.
Every time.
There's no way this could backfire. This Wisp will be I think we called it a neon roll before. And you are an ace reporter, so
super
roll
neon
3
character.
for your press connections to see who you know over at Newsflix.
And that is 2 successes and one of them is mirror shade. Oh no, wait, under. Okay, 2 successes and 1 is mirror shades.
Okay, yeah, you absolutely get in touch with the editor at Newsflix, who is Jerry Newsflicks of the Chicago Newsflicks. It's actually just a coincidence that he got that job. And yeah, he will absolutely take your call and help you out. But first, you get a mirror shades. Do you have a question?
Does Jerry know if there's any sort of something new coming out of Douchelandia that they've really been trying to promote, that they would be really excited to have, you know, mainstream press coverage about?
Yeah, obviously Sam knows what that is, and it is...
They just came out with a new patented version of Tylenol where the price is jacked up 20,000%. It's the only Tylenol available anymore, and it is expensive as balls.
The selling point is that this Tylenol is so expensive it gives you a headache.
It's the only Tylenol you can get
It's
anymore.
very elite, so it makes you look very impressive to
He
your
bought
friends.
out
that you
all the
have.
other Tylenol.
Yeah, and he renamed it
Skrellinol.
Skrellinol. Oof. Yeah, he renamed it Skrellinol.
Episode's giving me
And he's
a
got
headache.
a big smiling
If only you could afford Tylenol.
big smiling picture
Never
of him on the
happened.
label you got to look at every time you have a headache.
Oh, it's like a warning label then.
So yeah, he just changed Tylenol to Skrellinol and is jacking the price up, which is going to be bad for everyone who gets headaches, which is,
In this world.
yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, so, yeah, Jerry, looking for any reporters who, have what it takes to get the deep, deep dirt on Skrellinol.
Oh,
Maybe
absolutely.
talk to the man himself.
You think you can land an interview with Martin Shkreli?
That's what I'm hoping.
And what do you need from me?
Well, you're my connection.
Oh, you mean me to let you do the interview?
Yes, yeah. You actually, I'm a freelancer.
I see. And what is the purpose of this story?
Well, this is like a big shift in the, the painkiller market. I think there needs to be some coverage of this.
Old hat. I'll tell you what, I will get you the appointment, but you have to deliver me something juicy on the way out. Something unexpected. Something that will sell papers or tablets.
I think I can do that.
All right. I'll hook it up. You'll be on the list when you get there.
Excellent. Always know I can count on you, Jerry.
Jerry Newsflicks out. And with that, the transmission goes dead. And yes.
So, we'll have some people coming in the front door, the reporter, the interview fee, and meanwhile, we will have our hackers going through the back with some
With some
muscle to
brawn.
protect them and to make sure that the way is clear. Yes?
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right, so who's going in the front, the two of you? And the three of you are going in the back?
Business in the front, party in the back.
Hey! Yeah, I like that.
You should write that down.
That's clever.
Operation Mullet.
That's what this is called.
The
from now
only
on.
thing as obnoxious as Shkreli.
That's what this episode is called.
Yes, Operation Mullet is in effect. This episode is now officially Operation Mullet.
Oh, I have to go now.
Awesome.
Whew.
It's gonna be on IMDb.
That is
Oh
going
man.
Operation Mullet. Yeah, that will
Forever on all of our IMDb.
preserved forever.
Yes.
So yeah, Operation Mullet is in effect, and we will say that the two of you go off to get into your reporter garb, so you can pass yourselves off as decent, hardworking members of the press, and
Or in my case, the interview fee, which involves a very, very, very short skirt, very, very, very high boots, and very, very, very fishnet stockings.
okay. And you are doing that. We will start with the three of you. While they are preparing to go in the front door, you are headed, as per Operation Mullet, to the party in the back. So,
So what are we gonna do? Do we put like? Should we be in disguise and have different names, or what do we do?
Okay, let's go over the plan as it's set out.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
What a great
By the way, we are $25 away from future slang kicking in.
Exciting.
We'll give the chat, you guys will get the chance to create 5 words of future slang, 1 per player, and they will have to integrate it into their character and performance frequently, let's say.
Yes.
Shway.
Future slang at 75. So yeah, you were doing your thing.
Okay, so the plan that we are working on is to impersonate a tablet delivery. Was that?
No, they're
you
doing the
got-
tablet.
They're doing the tablet.
They're doing the
You're
tablet.
going
Yeah,
around
We're
the
doing the
back.
sneaky
We're drawing them off.
janitor
We're
door
drawing
with
them
the
off.
cigarettes.
Right. Okay.
I bought
Not
3
a-
whole packs. That's all I could afford.
That's more than
They're
enough.
really expensive.
That'll be plenty. In fact, why don't you give me one of them?
Each pack comes with 1 cigarette in it. There's so much packaging. There's a lot of ads on this pack.
It's a pack of cigarette.
Pack of cigarettes.
Pack of a cigarette.
They
Make
put
a
their
rat.
Here you
regret
go.
in cigarette.
Okay, so
It's got a picture of Ronald McDonald on the package.
right, with a cigarette in
Fucking
his mouth.
smoking clowns.
Right. Yeah. This version he ain't clowning around. I'm terrible. I'm the worst person.
Ooh,
But
Thunder Cabbage gives a reroll to me. I do not roll. So
okay.
when I play these, I play them as forced rerolls. So if they actually succeed at what they're doing, I can confound them.
No.
This is honestly the best way to do this, and thank you, Thunder Cabbage, for that, because honestly, I think everybody should give me all the rerolls all the time,
Or not.
because making them do bad when they do otherwise do well is just good for conflict. It's
We haven't
just
actually
good for
failed
storytelling.
rerolls yet.
I'm not excited about my high hacking rolls anymore.
That's why there's 2.
That's why there's 2 hackers. Okay.
That's first
So yeah, you are taking the
Back
cigarettes,
up
you're
again.
going around the back to the janitor entrance, but
Right.
what you know is that the janitor entrance is protected by video cameras.
Right.
I brought spray paint. That's my quiet weapon.
Oh,
I tag in my spare time.
yeah, perfect.
Nice.
Do you call it
How else is
playing
anyone
tag?
gonna know who I am? Everything has to be sneaky, so they gotta know my name.
Aw. So you're gonna try and spray paint the security camera?
Yes, I need to stand on someone's shoulders.
How many security cameras are we talking about?
We're gonna say 3, and Rick, we're gonna say you're gonna have to make a roll to successfully. Sorry, Lord Kodak, we're gonna say you're gonna have to make a roll to successfully balance Jaguar here on your shoulders.
Actually, I think I would be stronger.
The physical.
Yep.
Oh, you're gonna
person?
do it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Should do
so
the athletics.
yeah,
It took
okay.
a while to convince
No offense,
me
yeah.
but you
not
sit at a computer
You're
all day.
ex-military. I sit at the computer all day.
Yeah.
Totally
Yeah,
fair.
I forgot you were there. So
I didn't. You're just so good at your job. You don't exist.
You solely do that how?
yeah, so you are going to have to make a roll, and we'll say that's 2 die
Okay.
that you can roll, and you have to make this to successfully.
Don't drop me.
Oh, that's
Yeah, we'll
Both
call
of
this.
mine.
It's not-
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call that 2 successes. Even though I did not designate that lasers or feelings, that is.
Why
we
is
will,
my number?
You get a question.
I get a question.
Oh yeah, and you get a question. Okay.
I'm gonna hold on to that question.
Okay. You will hold on to your.
I don't know.
Twice. Do you get 2 questions?
No,
he
we're
said
gonna,
it
we're
was
gonna
one.
compound
Okay,
the
that's
leading
right.
one.
That's right.
Just because.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it just gets
Yeah.
nuts after a while. So yeah, you are balanced up on Alexia's shoulders, and now you got to roll successfully. We will call this a chrome roll in order to successfully spray over the cameras without getting caught on them.
Yes.
So roll
Put up,
3
mask
because
up.
she successfully helped you, so that'll be a bonus die. So you're prepared to do this. We'll call that 3. And yeah,
And
it's
I
a
need
chrome
over or
roll,
under?
so you're trying to roll over your
Over.
number, which is a 3.
Yeah.
You get 1 success.
Rerolling.
Reroll. Okay.
Ah, yeah.
The
And
power
that's
of the
whole
reroll.
pocket, right? Or just as many as I want, right?
You can roll. Yeah, we'll call. You can reroll both of those other ones. Sure. I have to come to a consistent policy on this.
2
No.
over.
Inconsistency.
Yeah, we've been doing it different every game, but so what do you got? 2 successes? Mm-hmm. All right, that'll get the job done. Yeah, you make your way around to the 3 cameras, and suddenly whoever's watching those cameras, wherever, if they're paying attention, they just went black.
While this is happening, I would like to, from a
I wanted to see red.
short distance.
You want them to see red?
Yeah.
I'm using my,
Be mad. Haha.
you
My
mad,
catchphrase.
bro. From a distance away, out of view of the cameras, I am using my portable computer to wirelessly get data from the RFID tags on a security guard's. If there isn't a guard out there, certainly when the cameras get spray painted, a guard will come out. When he comes out, I'm going to use the wireless function on my computer to scan the RFID tag on his security badge.
Okay.
So that I can clone it.
Ah, okay.
Cool.
And yeah, that's exactly what happens is you're smart enough to realize that after you spray paint these cameras, a guard's going to come
I tagged
check.
the other wall, the "You Mad Bro," so that it looks like it looks like some kid just came by to spray paint the wall and didn't want the cameras
What
to
do you
catch
What do you
it.
write on the wall?
You mad, bro?
You mad, bro. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, and that security guard comes out and looks over at the wall and is like,
I am mad!
shakes his fist at the sky and yells at
Proper
the cloud.
grammar.
And Lord Kodak, while he is standing there, you were going to try and clone his security card.
Yes.
So that is a Chrome roll, and this is something you're good at. I will say that cloning security cards is probably part and parcel to your whole what you do. So we'll say that's 3.
Okay. 2 successes.
2 successes. All right. Yeah, and that works. Boop. You see the clone ID. Cloned ID just pops up onto your device.
Sweet.
And the security guard finishes shaking his fist and heads back inside, closing the door behind him. And you go over.
First thing I'm going to do is break out we get a piece of gear.
Yeah.
So the gear that I have is these decals that self-adhere but only temporarily, and you can throw them on your face. They are anti-facial recognition shapes. Stuff.
Okay.
So you just so you can just take them, throw them on your face,
Your face
walk
just looks like
around, just
polygons.
no
Just
recognition.
Rorschach
Yeah, and
face.
then when you're done, just take them off.
Yeah, you absolutely have those.
So I pass those out to the 2 of you, and I put some on myself.
They're made by Nintendo, by the way.
Yep.
Low poly on purpose.
Yeah, because their hardware's always less powerful than everyone else's.
This is so cool.
And you are now
You're wearing my
unrecognizable to
Yeah.
Facial recognition scan.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like
Oh my god! Brian's here! Thank you so much!
All get slang.
And that opens future slang. So, chat,
Yes.
you are going to get to assign everybody a word of future slang, which they will integrate into their character. The same way Bill and Ted go whoa, or they will just make it a permanent addition to their speaking patterns for the rest of the game. Whatever it might be, and you can suggest a meaning for your slang word, or the player might tailor the slang meaning to their own use. We will fudge that as we go. But chat, the words are yours to design, and we will get Dom working on that. Thank you so much, Blind Seer. Thank you, everybody. And the next here, if we get to $100, the rhyming drugs get broken out. Oh, dear. Whoever gets a dose of rhyming drug, as the name implied, will have to rhyme for the rest of the night, which now at this point is still a pretty decent chunk of game. Yeah, that's a lot of rhyming. You can check the timing. See, preview. No? Too soon? Okay.
Oh yeah, could
You said you'd roll a d6. I think you're part of the d6 now.
Yeah, I think you're number one.
Oh, that's not fair. I have to talk like 8 times as much as anybody else.
It could be when you're just doing NPCs then.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
All your NPCs
I
have
think
to
this
talk and
happens.
rhyme.
I will consider this. We will
Too
go
late,
to...
it's canon. We said it out loud on the internet.
We won!
Reward the generosity of our donors.
Damn internet laws.
I know.
Whoever wrote the laws of the internet did a terrible job. So yeah, you throw on your facial disguises, your Nintendo face blockers, and you head on in, closing the door behind you as we cut to the business in the front team, which is Jean Doe and Wisp. You are going in as a press team.
I'm wearing one of those blazers that has like 15 different collars because the future.
Oh, sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was fond of those.
Yeah.
We thought of going for 16, thought it would be too much. Thought of going for 14, wasn't enough.
And
Exactly.
because retro is always popular, you have one of those old like tiny fedoras that's got the word press.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
And I have like an actual physical like pencil, although I don't have anything to actually write on because everything is. That's actually my career specific gear. Is I have glasses that have like a built-in camera that will record the whole interview for me.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, and you are ushered in through security because your names are on the list, and you are asked to wait in the lobby. And the lobby is very nice. Or very expensive, but let's say
Ostentatious
yes,
and like
tacky, very tacky. Everything's kind of gold mirror
I
reflections.
didn't know
and-
this many objects could be made of gold in one room. I
It's
want to
not
vomit.
not usually supposed to be.
It is
Yep.
not.
And from behind you, a very tall, thin woman comes through a door and says, "You're here to interview Martin."
Yes. Sir.
We have
Ma'am.
an appointment.
Well, you'll have to be searched. And she looks over and says, "I'll search this one myself." And she reaches into her belt and pulls out a scanner and it goes. And another security guard who is standing behind her scans you while she's scanning.
It bleeps terribly.
It bleeps terribly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was going to make you roll for it, but
Nope, I have weapons.
okay.
Is anyone
Instantaneously.
surprised?
Mine actually might bleep too. Not.
You might roll for it and I just won't.
I'll roll for it to see.
Yeah.
We're just getting rid of the idea of of just rolling badly.
No,
They're just
just go
volunteering
directly-
for the bad
No,
result.
I'm going to roll. To
You're
see if
gonna roll.
mine
Okay,
bleeps.
so
Right,
why
it's
don't
just-
you roll while
That's not
this
the way that I'm
scanning
gonna
is going
turn it
on.
out. Yeah.
I'm going to call this that you are trying to. Well, let's call this neon.
Would I be prepared for this as someone who
No.
knows?
You knew the
Well,
weapons were.
You knew you were bringing your weapons in, so let's say you can roll 2, and it's neon, so you want to roll under your number, which is 5.
I rolled 2 5s.
You rolled 2 5s. All right, so that'll get the job done. And that also gives you another mirror shades if you have an insider question.
I'm gonna sit on that for a moment.
Okay, you passed the test, but of course, Jean Doe here does not. And the tall, thin woman looks at you and, "Care to explain yourself?"
I don't know. I guess you have to search me very extensively.
I think I'm going to take this one to my office. And,
Oh my.
wow. I don't think we'll be needing handcuffs yet. And she come with me and leads you off down a hallway. And another security guard who.
Congratulations, I've drawn off head of security.
Yes, you are now headed with the head of security.
Again.
I'm not fantastic. I make the worst choices.
You are now headed with the head of security down to wherever she is taking you, and the other security guard is now escorting you to Mr. Shirley's office since you passed the test. And as you are walking down the hallway, we will pause for a moment because the slang has come in.
That's so fast.
1, 2, 3,
It is
4,
slang club.
5. Oh, it looks like we got. Oh, looks like we're still down 1.
You need
5?
6?
1, 2, 3. Well, if one of them is for me, then
No. There's
Yeah.
2 Ricks at the table.
Oh! I'm thinking of him in character name. That's explains.
Of course, I believe this.
This happens to us all the time.
Yeah.
We're both Rick B, so it's,
Yeah.
when we work on
Yeah.
shows together. It's
The
really confusing.
question is, are both Ricks human?
Mostly.
Would they tell you?
Is that your mirror shades question?
No. No.
So yeah, here we go. I assume the rest of them can be assigned randomly?
Yes.
Okay. Jody Hauser, the slang word that you need to work in is ensibles.
Ansibles?
Ansibles.
Nice.
Ensibles. And
Enemy's gate is down.
yeah, Gina.
Yep. Jaguar.
Jaguar. Excuse me. You need to. Wow. Okay.
I need to what?
You need to fit in the slang word is BEHTEC-L. BEH-TEC-L.
Say that all again. B-H.
B-E-H.
B-E-H.
Dash TEC
B-E-H dash T-E-C.
dash capital L. So BEHTEC-L.
As in
The-
better than life or better tech life.
Oh! BEHTEC-L. Oh,
thought
I
it was
get
a
it.
Kryptonian name.
I like that. That's cool. And Sam, you have to use the word shui.
Oh, that was that was probably my fault. Batman Beyond.
Ah,
Yeah.
shui. Yes, you will get shui as your word.
When the rhythm starts to
And
play, dance
Ellie,
with me, sway with me.
Numuth meme. N-U-M-U-T-H meme.
One more
Eh?
time.
Numuth. N-U-M-U-T-H.
Basically means
Numuth
cool. Like
meme.
that's so schway.
Numuth meme.
Did you see my schway new car?
Numuth meme.
What?
That's
Slang
so.
from
That's so
1999
Numuth
or
meme.
2000.
Can I get an
That is
origin?
extremely cyberpunk.
No, but you can make one up.
Yeah.
And
Because Gina's got an origin. I just
a
want
what?
to know. So yours had like
Betekel has a.
yeah, yours had a
Betekel?
yeah,
what it
I
was originally.
That was the only one that came with one.
that was the only one that came
Yeah.
with an
Sounds
like a
origin.
Hebrew word,
So
I
Numuth
know.
meme, you will have to
Betekel.
make up
Make
an
it up.
origin. Perhaps Numuth is a person. Perhaps there's some sort of event. I don't know.
It sounds like a new kind of drink, like
Sound-
vermouth, but like future.
But new moose.
Numuth.
Numuth.
And
Smooth as nummuth.
Rick Bear, the future slang word that you have to fit in is slappy cakes.
Slappy cakes?
Slappy cakes,
Okay.
Thank you for that.
which is so
That's
slappy
the
cakes.
gift.
The
Yeah.
Yeah.
coolest
My
character.
brain
just
is too
throw
full
that
of
out.
science fiction references now, so I can't remember if Better Than Life is Red Dwarf. Or
Wow. Slang in the future gets so weird. Thank you, Chad.
I know it's also Netrunner.
Yeah, and if we get another
Okay.
$25, we will break out the rhyming drugs, which I assure you are only imaginary drugs. But the
Given how
effects are.
evil they are, definitely produced by Martin Shkreli.
Yeah. Yes, Martin Shkreli has
It's
a
the only inexpensive
he has a
drug he
monopoly
sells.
on the rhyming
Rhyme a
drugs.
meme.
And Dom, can you leave up the slang words for me so that I can remember them since they're
Yes.
very unusual. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Blind Seer, and everybody who's donated so far. And yeah, so you were on your way to interview Martin Shkreli.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, librarian. Oh, librarian, nice. Thank you. Yeah, and you are going with the head of security, who introduces herself as you're walking down the hall, and her name is what's her name?
The
The head of security that Sam is working their charm
Her name
on.
is Wendy's.
Wendy's. Yeah, Wendy's. It's spelled W-E-N-D-Y''S. The apostrophe is actually a letter of her name.
Right.
And yeah, my name is Wendy's. Security Chief Wendy's Johnson.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
You can call me Jindo.
Jean Doe.
I had terrible parents.
Very well. And what do you do for, what's the reporter's name?
Oh, Wisp.
Wisp.
We're separately contracted. My understanding is that classy gentlemen like Martin Shkreli requires compensation for interviews. I came as the compensation.
Well,
Classy.
yes. Classy is not something I hear Mr. Shirley described as very often.
I'm paid to describe him as such.
I'm sure you are. Well, you'll have to undergo a thorough examination. And she leads you into what looks like a very weird, cold-looking laboratory. And it has all sorts of computers and scientists and all sorts of weird-looking machines. And we will get right back to that in a moment. As I think of how to get out of this incredibly
They have a ton of weapons on them.
Yeah.
It's not going to go very far.
That is not helping. So, you are being taken. We will take you down to the classier storyline to see Martin Shkreli.
Nobody's ever said that.
Wow, yeah.
Never
Please
thought
never
I would
say
say
it
that
again.
ever. Yeah, and as you walk down the hallway, you start hearing the strains of hip hop music, and you recognize the style but not the song, and you're pretty sure the voices you hear you think that might be the Wu-Tang Clan.
Not bad.
And then you hear him go, "Of course it's not bad. It's Wu-Tang, and I paid a fortune for it because I'm Martin Shkreli." and he appears from behind you, and he's wearing like a big oversized bathrobe that's like a little bit too big for him, and he's carrying like a pipe, and he's trying to look like all sophisticated. It's like one of those big curly like Sherlock Holmes pipes, and he's wearing a gold Rolex on each wrist and his ankles. And
Because class.
yeah, yes, to show that he's 4 times as classy as any normal Rolex wearer. And he says, You must be Wisp. I heard you're here to hear about my business genius."
Yeah, it's going to be broadcast on all the Ansibles.
The Ansibles? What is an Ansible? I'm not hip on the lingo that the kids are using these days.
You know, just basically any type of broadcast media, communications,
the Ansibles.
Yeah.
I should be all over the Ansibles. Don't you think so?
That's what I'm here for, isn't it?
I like your lilting laugh. So are you a Wu-Tang fan too?
I think they've done some solid work.
Me too. And he like turns up the volume and he starts doing this like awkward dance for you.
The most white.
Aren't I a great dancer? Don't you think I'm the best? Don't you think I'm the best dancer?
You're the best dancer in the room.
That's true.
Says the one who's not dancing.
What shall we talk about?
I was interested to hear about your Skreliol. Skrelinol?
Skrellinol, yeah. Wow. I would hate to be somebody who's got a headache that isn't me because, man, I'm going to charge out the ass for these things. They used to cost an average of $5 Disney bucks a pill. But now I'm going to be jacking that up, 800-900% at least in the first year. And then we'll really jack it up.
Yeah, my question is, I think we've heard about Skrelinol, and, I definitely want to get the story on that, but is there anything else you have in the works that, is just really gonna surprise people, just something to set the Ansibles aflame?
The Ansibles. And yeah, Jody, you are now trying to sort of get him to open up and say a little bit more than he means. That sounds like something you're going to have to roll for. We will call that Neon. This is kind of, I think, more in line with persuasion, right?
As a ace reporter, would this be something I am an expert at?
Yeah, I would say trying to get people to say things that you are that they are not saying. They're not looking to say is definitely up your alley. So you can roll 3. It's Neon. You're trying to get under your number, which is 5.
And I have 3 successes.
Yeah.
3 successes. Well, yeah, actually, I do have something else, you know, in the offing, which I can tell you about. But I'm not sure I'm going to want it all over the Ansibles.
We could always sort of pace out the stories about it, and then you get multiple stories all about you.
Well, all right.
You know, we do the teaser, and then we do the teaser trailer, and then the actual official trailer, and then the teaser for the second trailer.
Don't forget the international trailer.
Yes, the international, the red band trailer.
Yep.
All right. I can definitely tell you something I'm working on. You know, over in Googlia, their ruler, the Bezos, is working on a very important new project, and I'm gonna get it first.
Really? And how are you going to do that?
And before he answers that, we're gonna cut back to Sam.
So we are in the laboratory with all of the scientists, yes?
Yeah, you were in the laboratory with all the scientists.
So I want to go up to Wendy's and put my arms out for a pat down. And when she starts to do that, I would like to trank her with my quiet weapon.
Okay, well, okay, that's
It
gonna...
is my,
that's a
in fact, Strelicore tranquilizer.
So that's like 2 actions, right?
Alright.
You're trying to draw her in to search you, and then you're gonna try and...
Yeah, I figure searching me is part of the...
Well, they have
That's
other
all.
ways of
Right.
searching you, but okay, let's make this first, this is like subterfuge, we'll call this neon. So,
I'm equally bad at all of it.
but you are a top secret corporate super spy type, so this is probably something
is
you're
sort of
very good
the-
at. So
yeah.
let's let you roll 3 on this.
Alright, this was a neon
This is
round.
neon, so you want to roll under your number, which was no.
No, and yeah, no.
Yeah, well, Jane Doe,
Can you use the matrix?
totally strikes out.
Yeah, I need to use a reroll.
Oh, okay. And the Matrix reboots, letting you re-roll. Oh!
Oh!
Again?
Yeah. Sorry, team.
No, that's what they're
This
there
is why
for.
I'm in max. Nope,
Oh.
not happening. Alright, at this point it's fate.
All right.
You get
Tempting
3 rolls
fate.
and then it's fate.
Aha!
I'm afraid that is not how this works. And on that, she walks around behind you, and she reaches under your hair and looks for the jack in the back of your head, which everybody has, the same way.
Yep, I was correct.
Yeah, and plugs a thing into the back of it, and instantaneously you can just feel, you know, they are trying to hack into your brain. We will say that there is there is some the implant in your head interfaces with the neurons of your brain in such a way that allows them to read little bits and pieces of your thoughts if they are successful. But you, I would
Make a
assume,
save.
are gonna try and save yourself from this, and we will call that Chrome. This is calm, precise action. Or actually, I'm gonna ask you, what is your way of avoiding this? Do you just block out all thoughts? Are you projecting yourself somewhere else? What is your? How do you think your character would try and block the mind scan?
I want to get them to stop it as soon as humanly possible. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all.
It's the song of our people.
Oh yeah. Keeping the brand consistent here. But that is the countermeasure that we are taught in Yesterdayland.
Very shui of you. So
Which is
need
probably
to write a
branded as
national
the Red
anthem
Room. because Disney owns Marvel. It's branded as the Red Room.
So yeah, okay. We will call that. Where does It's a Small World fall in? That sounds like wild, passionate action to me.
Alright.
So, no, not
No,
wild.
no, it's all
yeah.
right.
Oh, okay, yeah. Neon. So you are trying to roll under your number, and we're gonna limit you to 1 because you're not used to getting mind hacked.
Nope.
No.
Not today.
Here's my question, real quick. We've all been a team for a while now, right? Don't we think that someone might have put a little chip in our brains that would have maybe indicated that if one of us was in danger?
Giving everybody like a panic button.
Yeah. Or something having to do with the plugs in the back of our necks.
Or
that
like
if
a,
we got
a firewall to give us extra security. Do you think you would have?
Oh, I probably almost definitely would have put in firewalls.
Oh, so would that be like an assist so that I could have another die into this, having already failed one?
Yeah, I buy that. Sure. We'll let that happen. But you're gonna have to say "shui" a lot more often.
It's a shui world.
Once things start getting shui and stop being shitty.
Okay. Sure. So yeah, roll one more. You can roll.
Or, yeah. Wait,
Re-roll.
was that finally? Did I finally do it?
Under.
Yeah.
Under.
No. All right, fine. Spend the reroll.
Wow. This is not your night.
This is why I do not. This is why I'm in max.
Again?
Kids. They'll, are we? Yeah. I can.
Oh no!
I got nothing tonight, kids.
Well, I mean,
My firewalls are apparently not great.
No, they're like fire fences.
Yeah.
the firewall doesn't totally fail, but they definitely get some stuff off of you.
I'm not
and
on the level? What the
You can see Wendy's looking at her readout. I see. And she reaches down and presses a button on her belt, which starts flashing a red light. And she says, "Security is on the way."
How can I try to trank her?
Yeah. Now you can try and trank her.
Sweet. All right,
Things are
I roll
super
neon for that.
unshui.
So now I have to.
Yeah,
roll
that's going to
high.
be neon, and
It's definitely
this
not
is your
shui.
weapon,
Not
right?
shui.
Yep.
So let's
Situation's
say
all slappy cakes up in here.
Not shui, not yosh.
you can roll 2 for this.
All right. Roll my number twice.
Okay,
Yay!
so that gets you
Finally.
a mirror shades, and you
Yes.
succeed. So you trank her. She has set off the security alarm, so security is on the way. But
Right.
You want to describe what happened?
All right, I trank her. She falls to the ground, and I'm going to pick up the communicator and say, "False alarm,"
Oh, you
and try to call off.
You try and do an impression.
Yeah.
See if you can. Okay. You're gonna have to roll for that, and that sounds to me like
Persuasion
precise action. That's Chrome. You're trying to precise action.
All right.
You're trying to
Roll
do
low
an
again.
impersonation. So you're trying to roll over your number,
Over high.
which is 3. You're a spy, so you probably do impressions often. Let's say 2.
All right.
You do impressions often, but you're not prepared to do this exact one.
There we go. 2 success.
Yay!
And your number.
Yeah.
Oh, and your number. Okay. So yeah, that works. And the fossil. Yeah, you hear the guard come back. He's like, "All right, we're gonna cancel that alarm." And while you are dealing with what you're going to do with this tranquilized body, we will cut back to you for a moment because the alarm was canceled, but Martin Skrelly already saw it, and he saw it blinking, and he says, "Well, I assume this alarm." Oh, sorry, I'm doing the wrong voice. Well, I assume this alarm is because of you and your friend.
We've just been having a lovely conversation here. What would make you say that? And look, it stopped blinking. Does that mean it was nothing?
What would make me say that? Let's see. And he walks over to a computer and he switches it on and he types some stuff and he turns the monitor to you and you see pictures of the 5 of you. And he says, "Maybe because you're part of a hacker collective?"
Yeah.
He knows who
who I am. There are pictures of all of us.
He doesn't know who you are though because you're wearing anti-face recognition stuff.
Oh, I thought it was from a
If it
different
was all of
time.
us together, then that
Is
was
this
before
from
you handed
this
us out.
mission? It's a picture of us.
No, it's
That's
just,
what I mean. It's from a different, like us on the
it's
street.
so it's from earlier. Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
We're walking
Then
into
you
the
know.
Taco Bell
Yep.
and
And Taco Hell. Oh,
Yeah, no,
goodness.
it's just file photos of the 5 of you, we will say. So he says, I already knew that you were here for more than you told me you were coming for. So, what are you really here for?
Boring conversation. Anyway, I want to pull my silent weapon and use it because he has a mostly robot body, right?
Yes, he does. What is your silent weapon?
Targeted EMP.
Yes! Always EMP!
Targeted EMP. Okay, sure.
Always.
It's like a little. It's like instead of shooting blasties,
Yeah,
it
no,
shoots
I
an
love
EMP.
it. I love it. Targeted EMP. You're attacking Robot Martin Trelli with a targeted EMP, and that is a neon roll because that's violence.
Yep.
So you want to roll under your number. It's your weapon of choice. We'll say you can roll 2.
The truth is dangerous.
That's two threes, so that is
under my number. Yes, that's
under your
two
number. Yeah, that's 2
successes.
successes. The EMP goes off, and suddenly Robo Skrelly's body grinds to a halt, and his head is just like, what have you done to me?
I got you to stop dancing because it was terrible.
All right, and while you are holding him over a barrel, we're going to go back to you guys.
Party!
Party
time!
Because you
Team
are
party.
exploring the hallways. You have entered, you are wearing your facial shield, so you are basically invisible to security. What are you up to?
Did we see hear the alarm?
Yeah, is it a,
You
is it
did hear the alarm go off, but then you also heard it go off.
Okay.
Allow myself to introduce myself. You did hear the alarm go on, but then you also heard it go off. And you don't know what's up there.
Okay.
So I'm looking for the nearest terminal that I can access or plug into, either actually physically find a computer, or actually probably any computer would also have some place for me to plug my computer into.
Okay. Why don't you make a roll for that? You don't know this place at all.
We looked through the footage after he fixed the eye.
Did you?
Yeah, we looked
That's
through Barry's
true.
footage, so we know how to get
Not
through
allowed.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, right, sure. So I won't even make you roll for that. Sure, you find a place to plug in.
Cool.
You're all just, I assume, with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be doing perception checks and finding. I have a inner ear that is robotic, so that I can eavesdrop.
Okay.
So I want to make sure that be listening for any guards if they're talking, what the emergency was, that sort of deal.
Yeah, well, Lord Kodak is plugged in and doing his thing. You immediately hear the sound of guards shuffling all over the hallways. You know that an alarm just recently went off, and even though it was canceled, there's a lot of movement and hubbub. So guards.
Well, were they all running to upstairs and now they're shuffling back?
They're all they're checking doors, they're checking entranceways, they're checking weak points. Some sort of security routine that they must play out every time the alarm goes off. So they're not looking for you in specific, but they are on the move. So why don't we say,
Any guards coming our way that we can knock out and steal their uniforms?
maybe Jaguar? Why don't you roll? You're being sneaky, so why don't we say this is Neon? You want to roll under your number. Let's see if we can find you somebody.
How many do I get?
I can assist because my whole point is being here is to stand guard and make sure everything's fine.
Sure. So why don't you roll 2
Okay.
as your assist roll first?
Is this Neon?
This is. You are assisting her trying to find somebody because you're on guard, so we'll call that precise action. It's Chrome.
Chrome? Okay.
So you are trying to roll over your number.
Well, 1 success.
1 success. Well, okay. 1 success gets the job done. So you can have a bonus die. So we'll call that 3.
Okay.
And what are you trying to do exactly?
Timing the pacing of some
Time the
guards
pace of
walking
some
by
guards
so that I
to
can
get
knock
some
them out
uniforms.
and steal their stuff.
Gotcha.
Bye.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right. Yeah, that gets the job done. There come a bunch of guards. They're walking, hey, morning Sam, morning Ralph. They're just walking down. And how do you want this to play out?
Well, I've got a bionic arm that's just waiting to punch something.
All right, so you're both going to attack. This is violence, so violence is neon. Ellie, why don't you go first? Okay. Roll, violence is your thing. So you're a soldier, so roll 3.
I'm just hacking away at my computer.
Ooh, 2 successes. Right?
All right, 2 successes, yeah.
And mirror shade.
All right, yeah, that is an absolutely successful attack. How do you want to describe how this goes down? How do you clock this guy?
We've got 2 guys.
There are 2 guys. You get one of them.
I can't throw one of them into the other one. That's fine. It would be a jump out, a grab around the throat, and just actually be this hand so that I can.
Okay. Sure.
Ooh.
And what are you doing, Jaguar? You gonna go for the other one?
Yeah. I do.
All right. You are not. You are sneaky, but you are not a you're not a soldier type.
No,
so.
but I'm not doing an aggressive attack. I am literally tripping him and hoping he falls on his face.
I was gonna say you should trip it.
Sure, go for it. Roll.
It's a sneaky. It's a blah.
Jaguar, more like tripwire.
Roll 2 for that. Tripwire. Yeah.
Yeah. Pateco.
Oh.
Under my number, I do 1 success.
All right, you stick out a foot and you trip the guy, the other guard, and he goes flying, which works, but you hurt your ankle in the process, which is going to slow you down as far as walking around and stuff, and will be a little bit of a disadvantage if you get into further fights.
Okay.
So yeah, but you got them both knocked out, and you can take their uniforms if you'd like.
I take their uniforms and I also do a thing. If I can.
Yeah, what do you do?
I want to plug into their thing and find out and read their routine and see where the building is, where they're monitoring most, which I assume is where money is.
Okay, you can try that. You are a hacker. That sounds like something you can do. So why don't you roll? Why don't you roll 2?
This is my moment. 2 6s.
Yeah.
2 6s. It's a hacking thing, so
It's over. Yeah. So that's good.
Yeah. So that's 2 successes.
Good.
So you are looking for where the vault is, and
Yep.
you get that location. The vault is actually hidden in Martin Scully's office under the floor.
Of course it is.
Wait, is that where I am?
So we have to drill up.
Oh yes.
Let's call that Plan B.
Now,
Why?
Plan
We
A
don't-
If we go up, we meet in the middle.
We need a drill.
before you go sloppy
Dang
cakes,
it.
what are you doing?
I was, during all of this stuff, I was hacking the computer, trying to transfer remote control of the security system to my own personal computer so that I can manipulate the security system wherever I am.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
That's Pateco. Oh.
Well, Rick, you are a crazy hacker, but Martin Scully has also, got some resources. So it's like, well, you are great at this. You've never seen this particular kind of system before, so we're gonna limit you to rolling 2 here. And it is.
That is 2 successes.
That is 2 successes. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So you transfer active control of the security system to your handheld device.
Sweet.
And we'll say you do it in such a way so that the actual guards working the system, they don't even know you're in there right now, so they don't realize they don't have control. And now...
Oh, and by the way, when you do your hack, I look
Yeah.
over you and I'm like, nice job.
Oh. Feels.
Thanks.
So
The brave little hacker.
what are the 3 you want to do now? You 2 are dressed as guards. You have control of the security system. You know where the vault
I
is.
have an idea.
This sounds like it's going to be
Yes.
Shui.
It's gonna be so shui. Well, if it's in his office and there was a security breach, we can take you to him. You're the security breach.
Oh, thank you for the host, Keegan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
We're escorting you.
It's my first.
Okay.
It's my first day.
And then we get in there and boom, boom,
And
boom,
then we
we're
get
good.
straight in there. Okay. And then once we're in, since I have control of the system, the security system, I can just lock us all in there. Lock all the security out.
All right.
We can do our thing.
Yeah, and then we'll all be together again. Definitely in the same place.
I don't know if I would trust this one. It's a little weird.
She's just eager.
No,
I need a
she's
score,
new
man.
moose meme.
I need a big one.
That's
This is a big
she's
one.
a little
She's
new
the
moose
new
meme.
moose meme.
Yeah, she's a new moose
I'm
meme.
the intern.
Unpaid.
Working
Definitely unpaid.
for credit. Working for credit.
Exposure.
I need exposure.
Right, yes.
Oh, that's a currency,
That's what it
isn't
is.
it?
Yes, exposure.
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 Cyberpunk dystopia.
This is the saddest future.
Yeah, the currency is exposure.
No, it's great because exposure is actually worth something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's starting to sound like the Max Headroom dystopia. So yeah, what are you guys doing now? You're gonna
Yeah, we're gonna dress like soldiers and
Head-
escort the security hacker.
you're gonna pull the old Wookiee prisoner gag.
There it is.
Exactly.
All right.
We already had one reference to that scene. Might as well just.
Yeah, no.
Keep it going.
We're doubling down. So yeah, you take Rick, you make it look like he's you
Lord
take
Kodak.
Lord Kodak, and you make it look like he's all cuffed up, and you start marching him up towards where you know the office is, which brings us back to.
Meanwhile, on team, I have a
Dell.
bad feeling about this. All right, so I am holding the tranquilized body of the head of security
That's right.
in
and you
front
just
of a
hauled
team
off the
full
alert.
of lab rats, who presumably now are staring at me like, qu'est-ce que le fuck?
Well, what we'll say is that these are very busy scientists, and you were standing off to the side by a door, so nobody noticed exactly what happened at first, but they're starting to turn around and see that Wendy's is laying on the floor. And some of them are walking over, is she okay? What happened? And they walk over, you get from they seem to suspect some sort of medical something is going on.
It's okay, guys. I'm here to get you back. I'm here to rescue all of you. I told you I'd be back for you. We're getting you out of Douchelandia. There's a magical kingdom waiting for you guys if you just come with me.
Okay, so you're trying to get the scientist on your side.
I had a Skrellicor trank because the corp I used to work for was Skrellicor.
The backstory.
I wanted to hit Skrellicor
Okay.
because I was Skrellicor.
All right. So they know
the
you.
reveal.
Yeah.
So they know you, right? So
Yeah.
that's the idea. And do they know your real name?
Janine Dostarsky.
Ah,
Jean Doe.
Dostarsky. You're back. That's so new move meme.
Stay shui. I just gotta clear my name out of these databases so I can vanish with all the rest of you. If we all go as one, we can get out right now. The security doesn't even know what's going on. They're distracted.
Martin Shkreli will never let that happen. He's evil. I tell you, he's the worst. The scum of the earth.
You don't have to tell me twice, but I've got a team. They're locking him down.
No, we're too scared. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Hey, there's a magical kingdom waiting for you. Just come with me.
Magical king.
Haven't you ever wanted to be a princess?
Okay, and
Yep.
he looks really indecisive, so you're gonna have to roll to
roll for it.
persuade him. This is a neon roll, and wow, I've been
preparing for this
you've
for a
been preparing
long
for this.
time.
We're gonna give you 3 on this.
All right. 2 successes.
2 successes. Neon, you wanna roll under your number? Yeah, that's 2 successes. Yeah, you get the job done. All right, we'll do it. You know what? You can't live under the thumb of that Wu-Tan Wu-Tang Clan antagonizing bastard for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, we're gonna show him we ain't nothing to fuck with.
And your carefully chosen words seem to echo and inspire him, and he turns to the other scientists and they start chanting, "Yeah, nothing to fuck with, yeah." And they're cheering. What's your move?
All right. We're gonna go real quick. I'm going to clear that name out because my goal is to vanish. I don't want them to track me down after all this. So I need to get back in my name and make sure Janine Dostarsky never existed. And then we're all gonna go.
Okay. So you're gonna try and hack the computer.
Of the computers!
Well, that is definitely a Chrome roll. You are a balanced character. This is a very hard Chrome roll because you're, trying to.
I'm prepared for this, but it's not my wheelhouse.
Right. Yeah. You might need to ask one of your buddies to try again later, but let's see if you can get it done.
Yeah.
So let's say you can roll 2 for this because it's not your wheelhouse, but you probably have thought about it a lot.
Months.
Yeah. And Chrome roll,
Chrome is,
you roll
rolling
over your number, so that is
successes.
2 successes. And yeah, you go into the computer.
Who's Janine Dostarsky?
Yep. You managed to find the root file for personnel for Janine Dostarsky, and you managed to replace it with a personnel file for a fictitious person named Ernie Smith.
Yeah.
And that completely erases,
Overwrites
changes
the
the
whole
name, and
thing?
overrides the whole personnel file, and you vanish from their system. And now the scientists are looking to you, and they're like,
All right.
What now?
Hey, the security is all scattered. If we all go in a group, it may draw some of them off, but we can make a break for it if we all work together.
Together, yes. Teamwork, yeah. For the greater good.
Labs work best in teams, yeah? So do we.
Yes. We will agree to that.
Strong, aggressive leadership.
So you're going to take them in a group and make a run for where?
I'm basically clearing a path for the door so that now security is split between the two kinds of breaches. They're not really that able to respond to either one.
Okay.
Because it's a whole group of scientists. Come meet Shields.
Oh.
Wow.
Good to have a backup
Shields.
plan.
Yeah.
Whoever said I was a good person?
Yeah.
Wait, are the scientists the
Jean
meat
Doe
shields or
Cole.
us?
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Okay. So I know where we
Ooh,
stand.
Jean Doe, cold as ice.
Corporate infiltrator, baby.
Is it just me? Are you really enjoying watching Sam play bad guys all the time? Right? It's like you thought that they were just always good, but no. They
eye shines bright.
have the dark side inside of them. Yeah, all right. The eye shines bright. The eye still shines bright. Yes. Okay, this is going to be quite a little feat of navigation here. You've got a bunch of scientists who are not good at sneaking around.
Yep, herding cats. I assumed that this is gonna be allowed and go really well.
Yeah, so you don't really know. I mean, you've seen the layout of this building, but you don't.
Yeah,
this is not your home turf
super-
or anything. So let's say you can roll 1 for this.
I mean, in a sense it was, but I never worked in this building. Maybe with some of these people, but not this building.
So you worked in the satellite office.
Yeah.
It's on a satellite, actually.
Yeah. So that was Chrome roll?
You were trying.
Or was that a neon roll?
Call this intuition. You're trying to find your way through a crowd, navigate on the fly. So it's neon.
All right, sweet. Success.
Success. Okay, yeah. Success on 1 die. You get the job done. You find the space to navigate your team of scientists through the distraction. But,
Yeah, it's gonna start pulling some of the security, which is good for y'all.
yeah, what I'll say is that it catches the attention of security, and some of them clearly start shadowing your group and relaying your location to somebody somewhere. And that somebody is Robo Shelley. Skrelly. Robo Skrelly. I know how to talk. And Robo Skrelly.
Your mouth just doesn't even want to say his name.
Meanwhile, with him incapacitated, I've gone to wherever the Wu-Tang album is playing and, retrieved that because we promised it to 2 people.
We did.
So.
Yes. Okay.
Copies.
Yeah, you're making copies of the Wu-Tang album while Robo Skrelly is still deactivated because of your EMP. And by the way, we are $25 away from rhyming drugs. Yeah, somebody will be drugged with the rhyming drug, which will make them have to rhyme for the rest of the game. That's still another good hour. Yep, we appreciate everybody's donations tonight, and remember, your donations are what keeps Saving Throw on the air and keeps us being able to do this. So thank you so much for everything. And yeah, back in the office, as you are copying the Wu-Tang album, and you're still listening to it as you're copying, and it's really great stuff. And you start hearing over the security system, security guards. President Scully, we are seeing a group of the scientists. They're running from one of the labs. What do you want us to do?
He can't actually access this.
No, he's just sitting there looking at it, and you can hear it, but sir, President Scully, sir.
That's interesting.
Should we come up there? All right,
I want to go. I want to go over and no, everything's fine.
That was actually not bad. But we're gonna make you roll for it anyway. To see if your impression works. We will call that precise action. You're trying to do an impression. That's what we called it before. So it's a chrome roll. You want to roll over your number, and you're not an impressionist, and you this is your first time, so you get to roll 1.
Well, I got 2 re-rolls.
But you do make quite an impression.
Well, I'm gonna spend a re-roll.
Do it.
All right, that's what the re-rolls are for. Thank you for the re-rolls, chat.
Thank you. I've used a lot.
Oh, yay! Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a success.
That is a success. So yeah, you. What do you do?
Everything's good up here. Just keep an eye. If there's any updates, just let me know.
Yes, sir. And clicks off on the other end. Okay, so you're copying those Wu-Tang albums, and the 3 of you are coming up the hallway. You are leading Rick Bear.
I have adopted. Since I'm limping, I have adopted like a cool stride to make myself look tougher.
Yeah, you are limping, trying not to be spotted. You are leading
limping with
Lord
style.
Kodak.
Limping with style.
Hey, cripple, I look cool.
Wookiee prisoner style. He's beginning to go a little sloppy cakes from having to pretend to be a prisoner. But that's okay, because you're Batekel. And that means you can take it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, it's super sway. So, yeah, you're coming up the hallway when you see coming towards you from the other direction Jean Doe and a huge group of scientists. Only Jean is no longer wearing their wig.
Whoa! You look so sway!
Oh, those uniforms, Batekel, no! Right?
We did the thing.
This is great, but what the hell?
Who are they?
Oh, this is Lancy, Chancy, Prancy.
No.
Those are their canonical names.
My personal favorite, Romancy.
Dr. Romancy.
Okay, I'm just gonna call the rest of you Gilligan, the skipper, the professor, Marianne. We have a thing to do.
Yeah, cool. I will continue doing my thing. Y'all do the thing.
Wait,
Sweat.
what? What?
Your thing?
There's a ton of people right behind you. We've got a big thing that we're doing that we're all supposed to be doing together. What's going on?
But I'm not good for that. I'm good for distraction. What up? See ya.
It's hard to argue with that.
It's true.
Okay.
I guess this face thing is useless now. Lots of witnesses. Not sweating.
But you look like a security person.
I do. But
All the doctors are like agreeing, yes, you do look like security.
yeah.
Okay, so we just keep moving on,
I
right?
guess
We're just
we
move on.
resume the plan.
I continue with a split party.
So you're splitting off again?
I gotta get them out of there and
Okay.
continue to pull security off of them. I'm
Bye.
tanking for the group.
All right.
Jody.
EMPing douchebags is thirsty work.
So anciables of you.
So wow, words. Are we at the door now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have made it to President Shirley's office. you are still leading the group of scientists.
I gotta get them
towards
out of
the
there.
exit.
I did promise.
I respect that. You are a very noble hacker. But you promise. You're keeping your promise. Good. All right, so you're on your way, and the three of you show up outside President Scarelli's office. What would you like to do?
You can hear Wu-Tang playing inside.
You hear Wu-Tang Clan thumping from the inside, and it sounds pretty fly.
I'm pounding on the door.
You're pounding on the door.
Who is it? Security demo, sir. We've got your
Oh, the hell
hacker
with
here.
this. I just like pull out my computer and open the door.
And I have my EMP like ready to. Oh, it's you guys. Oh, hey.
Hey.
This seems way too easy. Does anybody else feel like this seems way too easy?
I need new security. My God, like everyone can just walk in here. This is terrible. I'm Martin Scarelli, and I don't like this.
They're all bubbleheads.
I usher everybody inside and then close the doors and lock them up. Like,
Oh, hey, thank you,
can only open from
PFW
in
Scott.
Yeah.
$15 away from rhyming drugs. What?
Just 10.
$10 away from rhyming drugs. Oh, sorry. I can do math. Actually, no, I can't do math.
If they involve numbers between 1 and 6, yes.
No, my math skills are terrible. Let's not even go there. So you are now reunited in Martin Scarelli's office. He looks very upset and is whining, at the top of his lungs.
I couldn't have just knocked him out. Oh, no, we need to know. Hey, your vault.
What vault? I don't know.
The one that's in your office right here. Somewhere in the floor, did we say?
that's
Back
handy.
door? How did we?
Definitely down there.
In the floor? All right, I'm going to start ripping up carpet.
Oh, that vault.
can Robo Shrilly's head be removed from the body without killing him?
Born Queen.
I mean,
Yeah, Futurama style. Or that episode of Doctor Who I just watched.
You could roll to try. Do you want to try and remove his head from his body without killing him?
I can help you with that.
Yes.
Please don't do that. Please.
Let's do that.
No.
You need to be upgraded.
You'll. I promise you'll regret it.
Oh, trust me, it'll be so Bateco.
Don't get all slabby cake, Shkreli. It'll be fine. You won't feel it.
No. If you do this,
It's better. It's better.
and he tries pointing at you with his nose. I know who you people are.
yeah, he knows who we are.
Oh, blind seer! Oh my God! Thank you
What have
again.
you done?
Oh, he has unlocked
Watch
the
half
rhyming
blonde
drugs.
seer rot.
And one of you're standing there and you see that there is a very nice looking glass of wine just sitting on the desk, and one of you just picks it up and really doofily just drinks the wine.
I split the party correctly.
That person would be
Not me.
Gina DeVivo. And suddenly,
It would be me. I'll remove your head. Ooh, wine. I've never had real wine before.
Oh, that's probably true.
How is it?
It tastes funny. I feel like a bunny.
That's how wine works.
you've drank my rhyming drug. Now you're going to be rhyming for at least the next 46 minutes.
But I don't want to. This is a load of poo.
Well, anyway, I want you all to get out of here, or I swear I'll get my revenge. I know who you are.
Yes, but I know what you're planning to do.
Oh yeah? What am I planning to do?
You're planning to hold on, I took notes on this. You're planning to try to preempt the Bezos' new project from Googlandia, which is the equivalent of declaring war on Googlandia. And that would be interesting if someone were to tell them what you were doing, because they have a much bigger fiefdom than you do.
I'm so proud of that sentence.
Well, but perhaps we can make some sort of a deal. See, when I found out that your team was coming to rob me, I worked up a whole bunch of blackmail information on you.
I'm
So,
going to use mirror shape. How did you find out?
I'm Martin Scarelli.
That's not an answer.
It's
Plug.
answer enough.
Jerry.
There's a lot.
I have eyes and ears everywhere.
Can I take his head off now?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. You still assisting?
If
Oh,
if you take my head off, the blackmail information will automatically be sent to Newsflix.
Oh, it's gonna be all over the Ansibles, guys.
Yes, it'll be all over the Ansibles.
Or you could just call Jerry and be like, yo, don't print that. It's false.
Oh, that's a good idea. Actually, I'm gonna bring up Jerry in the middle of our heist.
Jerry
Jerry.
will always follow the good story. But
The incriminating evidence you're about to get, it's not true.
Not real.
if you deal with me, your reputations will be safe. All you have to do is go to Googlia and steal the research on the top secret project, then sabotage their project and bring it back to me, and I will give you the money you need.
I think you should take his head.
And the blackmail material.
Does Shkreli have a plug?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna plug my computer into Shkreli's head and find out whether he's lying.
Okay. Roll, that's a hacking roll, so that's Chrome. Roll 2. You are a good hacker, but this is not something you do a lot.
2 successes.
Chrome, you want to roll over. Yeah, those are 2 successes. So yeah, he's absolutely telling the truth.
Okay.
If you kill him or hurt him or damage him or, do anything to his disliking, there is somewhere this blackmail material set to be delivered to Newsflix, who truthfully will publish whatever the best story is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
there.
I'm gonna start doing a thing on my laptop. But go ahead.
then what I'm gonna do is reroute the connection, whatever it is that the failsafe that he has implanted, reroute it just back into the body rather than the head, so that if the body is affected, then
Well, the body's kind of fried right now.
Oh, the body's fried.
I EMP'd it.
Ah, right, you EMP'd it. Okay, never mind then.
Could you do like a loop though, so it doesn't
He
go anywhere?
EMP'd himself. Too soon?
Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I want to try and do a. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna unplug from douchebag and go over to his computer terminal and try and locate the information on us that he has stored and erase it.
Okay, you can try that. It's a hacking roll. You can roll 3. It is Chrome. So you're trying to roll over your number, which is a 2.
I'm rolling 3.
Yeah.
3 successes.
3 successes. All right. So what I will say is that you are able to get into the system and you are able to find the information, but it is all read-only. I say is that you are not able to erase it because it is not stored on these systems. It is somewhere else. You have access to it. You can see what he's got on all of you, but you are actually not able to destroy it.
I had a mirror shades I'd stockpiled away. What does he have on all of us?
I was good.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah, and I will. But what I will say, since you rolled 3 successes, you get an extra bonus, which is that you see he has really detailed blueprints of the lab in Googlia that he wants you to go to and steal a project from. Just maps of their security systems, timings of guards, like everything that you could possibly need.
I'm downloading all of that.
And
I'm not the only amoral one in this party, y'all.
yeah, and he
Decided to steal money at the beginning of this game.
Martin Shkreli.
But it's still Robin Hooding.
That's yeah.
It's to help
Chaotic
it's
good.
to help a sick friend.
Chaotic good.
yeah.
Guys, I said we should have just set up a GoFundMe.
So yeah, you see what he has, and real quick, why don't you each tell me what blackmail material he has on you? Jody, excuse me, Wisp.
Wisp, there was one time that she had info on a story that she ended up withholding because she thought the person who committed a crime was innocent. It turned out they were guilty, and they ended up like getting out and killing someone else. So that kind of like weighs on her. She like let her feelings, you know, she trusted her gut instead of like doing good journalism, and it got someone killed.
And he's got snapshots of that hard drive that prove you had all that story and that information when you did. And what about you, Jaguar? What's he blackmailing you with? I'm afraid to ask.
It's not what you think.
What could I even think?
Raptor's my brother. That's the only reason I'm in this group.
Oh.
Realize this has to rhyme, right?
I have to rhyme I have to rhyme my thing?
It's a powerful,
Dang it! Raptor's my brother. It totally sucks. I'm in this group.
You give no fucks?
I give no fucks.
Teamwork counts.
Thanks.
And
I've had enough
So
food
basically,
for this
you got
today.
in not from your skill because you had connections. That's sort of like the secret you don't want getting out.
Nepotism.
And Jean Doe, what about you?
Nepotism.
Oh.
What about you, Jean
Onion
Doe?
is strong.
Is it still in there?
Is that okay? That could be it. Yeah, he's still got a copy of your records with your identity, fingerprints, DNA scans.
So then,
the whole-
because I worked for him, he knows that I ran away from Skrellicor in the first place because I got hooked on the Skrellinol precursor that's addictive, Skrellive.
Yeah, the Senate hearings on Shaliv were pretty brutal.
Yet nothing happened with it. It made me so angry. It's almost like the corporations had corrupted the government somehow, but that would never happen.
No. And Alexia, what has he got on you?
I actually killed that commanding officer.
Yeah, he's got you dead to rights on murder.
Not as dead as him.
And
The commander.
what about you, Lord Kodak?
I used to have a completely different identity. I always been a hacker.
Lord Polaroid?
Lord Pentax.
Lord Pentax.
Oh, nice.
That's actually kind of cool sound.
Yeah. And in my early days, this was my first alias. I did a job for an organized crime syndicate in Yesterdayland. The Cyber Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, yes!
Cyber Pirates of the Caribbean. I love it.
And I was young and ambitious and kind of maybe sort of ripped them off a little bit.
Oh, Kermit, how could you?
There's a whole like animatronic thing in Cyber Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You wouldn't download a car, would you?
By the way, I forgot to remind you, we get to $125 for our last 36 minutes. If we get to that, we will reverse the polarity of everybody's characters. Neon characters will become Chrome characters. Chrome characters will become Neon characters.
We go
Cats
from,
and dogs
3
living
to 4.
together.
Got it.
Yes,
symmetrical.
people who are balanced will be tilted.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
One on either side.
All right. Yeah, that is what he's got on everybody. You have now seen the blackmail material, and Skrelly in the corner is
Pretty
whining
good
away.
blackmail material.
Say, your personal reputations and professional reputations will be destroyed forever. You'll be prosecuted, and your assets will be confiscated, and you'll all wind up under indentured contracts of servitude towards me. Or you could go along with my little deal.
So we go
I don't like this. He's taking the piss.
Notebook where I have
I say we do it.
Hey, what are those bastards in Googly ever done for you?
Let's do it. Kermit's
I
just
agree with you. It's not easy being me.
Can I sidebar? Can I sidebar away from hearing head?
Yeah, sure.
Want to come? That looks like fun.
Hey,
My
he's craning over trying to hear.
that I have no impact in these
Actually,
decisions.
and I have an
love
idea
it.
too. I have an idea.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Well, here my thing is, if we say yes, we get the hell out of here, and then we use you Googlia, whatever. We tell them what's going on. Maybe they can help us. Or, so what was your idea?
My idea is we pull the job, but you guys stole these security uniforms from a company that works. That's here in Douchelandia. So we make sure that we have our faces covered, but we look like he sent us. So he's the one that gets in trouble for. We basically start. Look,
what are you guys talking about?
guys,
And we'll just hit him if he makes a
I can't hear. This is really
guys. This status
kinda
is
rude.
not quo. If we get
rude to
these
whisper.
two horrible fiefdoms fighting
Martin
each other,
Scully.
everyone.
Start a war.
This is getting
Yes,
a little
we do.
slappy cakes. I'm saying we're
Yes, we
here on
do.
top of the vault.
No, because the wars
This is
don't
very
actually
slappy
affect the
cakes.
people at the top. They only affect the people fighting.
Okay, but what if we just set up the war so he gets taken?
You're all Batek L.
We're not starting a war.
Thief!
Wait, is that a good thing?
Yeah.
I say we accept, we get out of these chambers, and then we discuss outside of prying face.
Yeah, I agree with her.
Can I punch it?
Please don't do that.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you can just punch him. I won't even make you roll for that. Everybody's entitled to punch Martin Scully without rolling for it.
I have a different thing in mind.
Intriguing.
Kick him?
A loud weapon.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, Gina just
Well,
had an idea.
I just had some other fun ideas.
I'm open to fun ideas.
I still have my spray paint, so I'm just gonna start painting profanity and really awful, obscene images all over his face tank.
No, stop doing that. Stop. What are you doing? No, no. All right. And while you are doing that,
So many days.
Gene Doe, you get your crowd of scientists to the front gate, and of course the front gate has plenty of guards who see you rolling up with this gaggle of scientists who do not belong there, clearly. Halt! In the name of Martin Scully, who goes there? I don't know why I talk like an old-timey guy, but
Why not?
why not? Why not?
I'm Jean Doe, and I'm here as the union leader.
Oh
The researchers have unionized.
Oh.
Oh wow, okay. Let's call that neon persuasion. You were trying to
Everyone
persuade
better
him
run.
by tricking him.
Got going.
So you want to roll under your number, which is a 3.
Yeah, all right.
And you're probably a pretty practiced liar. Let's say you can roll 2 for this.
All right. Under my number, so 1 success.
1 success. Well, you do succeed in convincing him that you are the union leader.
I'm sure he takes to that very well.
Yeah, but yes, he's like, damn unions again. He's like, and he pulls a nightstick out, and then he starts hitting it in his hand, and he's like, this reminds me of those stories my granddaddy told about the 1960s. Finally, get to bust some hippie heads.
These hippies hit back. I want to take out, let's say my loud weapon is a nightstick, but like a boom stick, like an electro boom stick. So it's loud because it makes a boom.
An electro
Shop smart.
boomstick, yeah.
Up as smart.
Yes.
That's right. Hail to the king, baby.
Shway stick.
Yeah, your sway stick. You got it out. Okay, this is violence, straight up. So you are doing a neon roll. You want to roll under your number, and this is your weapon of choice. So let's say you can roll 2.
Cool.
Sam does a violence.
Sam loves the violence. Sam loves violence. No, sir.
And yet in my heart, I'm still Rocco. 1 success.
1 success. All right. that's a success with cost or harm. So what we will say is, why don't you describe what happens? What do you do with your electric boomstick?
Oh my gosh. All right.
It's like shooting at the guards.
Yeah. So it's think like the weapon that TR-8R has in Star Wars. So it's a melee. Like the big anti thing. So like I actually have to get into melee with the nightstick.
Okay, cool.
So he gets a hit on me up the side of the head as I'm getting him in the ribs.
Okay, sure.
So we're exchanging blows.
So you are exchanging blows, and yeah, you take a bad one on the side of the head, and we're gonna say that's gonna slightly that'll mess with you for the rest of the game, I'm sure.
Can I activate my improved by technology though?
Yes, you can activate your improved by technology.
I took pain management.
Oh.
Because I was an addict, the reason why I'm running so normal, I'm getting pumped of drugs.
Yep, if you remember everybody, as part of what the characters get standard, some part of them has been improved by technology. And it looks like Jean Doe has pain management. And that kicks in and suddenly
special.
Yeah, yes. The irony. And it kicks in and suddenly you are ready to throw some serious punches.
I'm ready to throw.
Nothing's gonna be hurting you for a while.
Yeah.
That fight just turns dirty as we cut back up to the office where the four of you have hopefully made a decision by now.
Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. I got read-only access to the blackmail information.
Yes.
So all I need is administrator access in order to delete them.
Okay.
The administrator is lying on the floor. And he's kind of a pushover.
Martin.
Literally.
Martin.
Well, I mean, actually, I think he's getting his face painted by Gina right now. Right. Most people like it. Most people like it when Gina paints it. In this case.
Most people aren't Martin Shkreli.
Yeah, in this case, not so much.
God.
So you are going to.
So I'm going to ask Shkreli for administrator access, and every time he says no, you're going to punch him in the face.
Ooh, I'm in.
Every minute you don't tell me what I want to know, I cut off a finger.
Exactly.
Mine or yours? Yours. Damn it. Spies Like Us.
Yeah.
Classic of American cinema.
Okay.
Does that mean we have to remove the dome so that I can?
You were able to punch him before, so we'll just assume that you can still hit him.
You punch him and his head rattles in the dome.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, if you just hit the dome, the head goes like...
It's like tapping on glass for fish.
Yeah.
just keep tapping. You don't even need a punch. Just keep tapping.
No, I want a punch.
So he's like, it's not gonna work.
What's your password?
I don't have a password. I didn't work. Ow.
What's your password?
I don't have a password. Ow. Leave me alone. I'm Martin Shkreli. Okay. Let's make you roll for this. This is violence and persuasion, so it's neon straight up. So you're trying to roll under your number, but you are punching and you are answering questions. So let's why don't we make you each roll, and you can roll 3 and you can roll 2.
Okay.
And I'm trying
And this
to
is
roll.
a neon roll.
You're just rolling to land those punches with
So below.
these are neon rolls. So you're trying to roll under your number, which for you is Elliot is 4. And Rick, you are 2.
I got 1 success.
2 success.
2 successes. Okay. Well, yeah, you are landing punches and they are hurting. You get 1 success. So he says, I don't have a okay, I have a password, but it's definitely not an anagram of my last name. It's not.
So I just start punching in anagrams of his last name.
All right, you're working on that.
Right? That's the fastest anagram I could think of.
What is it?
Actually, I have my computer.
Killers?
Is that really an anagram?
No, not at all.
No.
See, you could have fooled me. You could have said yes, and I totally would have bought that. I was like so impressed there for a second.
Killers.
Yes. Shkreli.
Hillary.
I mean, misspelled and not using all the letters, yes.
Yeah, sure.
Jaguar wants to use their
super special hearing to see if there's like an electronic hum coming from the floor so I can locate where the safe is.
Okay, I like that. Sure. Why don't we say that you that is a chrome roll, precise action. So you want to roll over your number. You can roll 2, I think, for this. Because you're a sneaky person, this is a kind of sneaky thing to do.
And actually, I want to sort of be, because we know he wants us to get something from Googlandia, but we haven't found out what yet. So I'm just sort of going to be like scrolling through some recent news stuff to see if I can get any details on what they might be working on, what this project might be. That.
All right, we'll have you roll for that in a second.
Yeah.
What you got? One success. All right. Yeah, You can definitely hear.
There's a lot of punching, so it's hard to focus.
Yes. Yeah. Over him, whining and stop punching me! I'm Martin Scully. No, don't punch Martin Scully's face. No.
Every time he says his name, just.
Yeah, he says his name a lot.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying, and you find the source of the humming, and it is over in a corner by the desk.
It's just the ticking. It's a pipe bomb.
But that's about all. Is you see, it's coming from that corner. Martin Scully.
Yeah, that. I sort of just wave my arms.
Ah.
That's the new Sam gift.
Sam Megami.
Wow. Sam getting
The intro art of
serious.
pencil bending.
I get a feeling you don't like Martin Scully.
Get benched.
Okay.
Oh man.
I sort of go up to the desk, wave my arms at the two of them, and just sort of point down like.
Oh right, we had another point here, didn't we? We're supposed to steal the money.
Right. I'm sort of assuming that his anagram password, I'm just assuming he uses the same password for everything. So the password to lock and unlock his files is probably the same password to unlock the vault.
Don't you just have a program that you could put in a word and then it would come up with a bunch of different anagrams?
That's what my handy dandy handheld computer has been doing. And can I say what the password is?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's. I think I've got the spelling of his name right. So the anagram is LEKSHIR, lecture.
How did you know my password? No.
Well done.
I get access to the files and I'm like,
I knew I shouldn't have told you it was an anagram of my name. That was really stupid. Why am I so dumb?
and then I unlock the vault.
All right, yeah, you get the vault open.
Wait. It's fate. Can I push the button?
Sure.
Let us.
Then I want to eat some mutton.
We'll all go out for mutton after.
Mutton tacos.
What happened?
You press the button, and this is what? This is the vault you're trying to open?
Yeah, because you already deleted the blackmail files, right?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll say the blackmail files were deleted. The vault pops open, and inside there is a large lump of currency. It's all in
Douchebucks.
Well, it's in
Physical
different forms.
currency?
Some of it's in douche bucks, some of it's Disney bucks, some of it's Google.
LA dimes.
LA dime, Google change.
Right.
Google Pay.
Google Pay, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Apple Pay.
Apple Pay, PayPal,
Okay.
Venmo, yeah. Bitcoins, which are physical in the future.
Chuck E. Cheese coins.
Oh, those are really valuable
yeah,
though.
those are. Yeah.
Dogecoins
Yeah.
are little
He
Shiba
has a
Inu
whole
figurines.
10 of them.
There's just an absolute fortune in the safe. As the four of you are staring into the safe, we will get back to Gene Doe.
Yeah. How's my union busting going?
Your union busting is going good. Why don't we see where the rest of this fight goes? As you're rolling around on the floor, throwing punches, taking punches. It's quite the slugfest. And why don't you roll another neon roll? And you can roll because you took that hard hit on the head before. You're not at your best right now, so you can roll 1.
Okay.
And it's neon. You want to roll under.
I do.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, do you want to describe how you get the better of this guard?
So I'm on the ground and he's about to do like an overhead blow. I want to do that kip up to standing because it's the coolest thing in all of the like cyberpunk martial arts, as we know. And just swing the boomstick all the way around so it hits him, the electro hits him in the port in the back of the neck and shocks through and down.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you do that.
He's gonna need some Skrill and all.
You might need some Skrill. Yeah, it happens just like that, and that guy just goes down like a ton of bricks.
I look at the rest of the guards. Who's next?
And they all just, and they kind of back away and just give you free run of the door.
Yeah, no gatekeeping. Open it up.
Yeah, one of them quickly says, you know, I'm not gatekeeping. I'm a nice guy, and he opens it up and he pushes the gates open, yeah.
All right, so then I'm going to get my scientists on the only form of transportation that still exists in this world.
The monorail.
Need a lift?
So
I'm literally calling my scientists like a lift bus.
you're calling them a lift. Okay. Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna let that happen without rolling for it. Yeah, they're like, we've got it from here.
Cool.
And they
So,
have
yeah.
their Skrelly pass, which gets them the Skrelly ride here in Douchelandia.
Yeah, get them out and...
But before they go, the last scientist turns to you and he says, on the 5th floor, there was a hacking project. It's Martin Skrelly was trying to steal some project from Google. You have to stop him. We can't have any more valuable stuff fall into his hands. And now I must run away. And he turns and he runs away.
Hey, you're gonna be okay. I know there's no more NIH or NSF or FDA.
But I have
or
emotional
CDC.
problems. And he runs away. Yeah, no, he's going to be all right.
All right, cool.
But you know now on the 5th floor that there is something that you need to check out.
I'm gonna head back in, and as I pass the guards, I'm just gonna be like,
Yeah, and they just... They're not going to screw with you. They saw what you did to their buddy, and they are keeping their distance.
don't mess with the union.
Yeah, and where are you headed towards now?
I'm going to head back up where I last saw my friends going,
You're going back to Fringe, okay.
since I need to get to the 5th. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to say that, I'm just going to give you guys a pass to
right.
get back up there.
I get up to the door and I sing our like group path secret, so we know that it's me. It's a small world.
I open the door.
It's a totally shui code.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are all reunited for the first time in a long time, and
Hey guys, how's the party?
I'm Martin Skrelly. Boom.
Oh.
Wow. Nice. That was totally sloppy cakes.
I'm just gonna go over and punch
on
him
saying
once
this
because I haven't used my free punch yet.
Wait, what?
I said I haven't used my free punch
slang
yet,
means.
so I'm just gonna go over and punch him once.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
And since the vault is open, I am going to transfer a whole bunch of his money, the digital currency, transfer it through our sort of like, VPN network of nodes and banks to eventually deposit it in our like group account or our individual accounts, however.
It's our group account.
however
We're doing
it works.
this for a single cause.
Right, we're doing this
Yeah,
for a
we'll
single
always
thing.
Venmo out into our own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though I have
That's
the
an extra 15%.
So it's an extra 15% and really, honestly, as much of his money as we want because I can access all of it.
I want a lot.
We each get a Chuck E. Cheese token.
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to hack into Newsflix and shut it down from these computers so it looks like he shut down the news.
Wait, I have a thing to add on to that.
Because then we can remove his head. Diabolical!
I have a thing to add to that.
Okay.
because I promised Jerry a good story, I want to send like the recording of him saying, because I recorded on my glasses, him recording he was going after like the Bezos Goulandia project, and then it can cut off, so it looks like I was trying to get the story to Jerry, and then he tried to hack them to stop it.
Yes. Jerry will tell us the story.
So then there's like a double story. There's the story of his like attacking another fiefdom, and then his attack on the free media. We are bringing this son of a bitch down.
Call me Jaguar, cause I am on fire! And I'm ready for hire.
We'll put your resume on all the Ansibles.
And I'm going to assist with that roll.
All right, so roll your assist first.
So and I give
What did I roll
you.
for that?
I've finally come out of my shell. This is totally Batekel.
So I'm gonna pass off my glasses with the recording to you guys, so you can get the the video clip to Newsflix before.
What do I roll for an assist?
Lord Kodak, yeah, you just roll 3 because this is a hacking roll. It's a thing you're an expert at.
Right.
So
That is.
you were trying to roll.
I only got one success on that.
Reroll.
Yeah.
Well, one success is a success.
Yeah.
You get your die.
You get
But there's
you
a
get extra die.
complication.
Oh,
No, not for
Not
this.
on the health.
It's
Oh,
okay. It's a
okay.
help roll. So yeah, you can roll 4 because you are an expert and now have help. Whoa!
feeling empowered by
You.
your mentor's appreciation.
You're trying
2
to
of my own, and all 4 are successes.
4 successes.
4
And
successes
two mirror-
and
and
2
two
mirror
mirror-
shades.
2 mirrors. Oh wow. Okay.
Get hacked.
All right. Yeah, you
Hack
run the
planet.
gamut. The hack goes exactly the way you want. You totally are able to get into the Newsflix system and plant evidence that makes it. You shut down the system and make it look like Martin Shkreli did it, trying to cover up the video.
Yeah,
that,
but so the video got through.
Yeah, the video got through, and it all works totally perfectly the way you want.
I will hold my question.
You will hold your question, okay?
And I want to do an extra additional thing. I want to be, sending Jerry like a message off the Newsflix system. Is like, did it get through? Did it get through? I think he tried to shut it down. Did it get through?
Yeah, okay. Your checks are going to Jerry, and he's off in his office trying to figure out what's going on.
So now the what's the word for like if you die? There's like a fail-safe thing.
The dead man switch.
Dead man switch. Now that the dead man switch is disabled, the informational dead man switch. That roll took care of.
Yep, that's good.
Well, also our blackmail data got deleted.
Yeah, he
earlier.
Exactly. So all of that is kosher.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I want my free hit at Shkreli with my boomstick.
Okay. Sure. That's violence, straight up, and why not? See, I told you Sam was evil. So that is violence. That's neon, and your boomstick's your weapon of choice. There's no pressure. There's no fight going on. Roll 3.
All right.
You're looking to roll under your number, which is a 3.
1 success.
1 success. Okay, well, I'll say, it works. You shoot him with the boomstick, but it doesn't have that cool, awesome effect it had on the security guard down there. It more just sort of zaps him full on in the face, and he goes, ah! And the negative effect is that like he spits all over you because the shock makes him like. Now you have Martin Shkreli spit on you.
But Dome.
You put a few cracks in it.
Yeah, you can.
More than a few.
Right.
With that cybernetic
There were
arm.
cracks in the dome. Yeah, you totally beat that thing through. So that, you shot him in the face with your boomstick, and that basically, you've got.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to know. I have my other question.
Yeah.
Do we know that was the only copy
Of
of our blackmail and or our faces on us working together?
That was the only copy.
What an idiot.
It's Martin Shkreli.
Yeah.
Can we take a side now?
There's one last thing that I would like to do before we leave.
Sure.
First of all, like everybody can take all of the like hard currency if they want. I don't do hard currency, so not interested. But I'm going to, since I have full access to everything in the computer system now,
Absolutely.
I'm going to delete all of the security camera footage in the entire building from today. And then after that, I'm going to use my my loud weapon, which is not a weapon against a person; it's a weapon against computers, like I call it a computer buster. It's basically a thing you stick into a like USB port, and it continuously like loops and cycles, overloads the power running through the computer, frying all the circuitry inside.
Okay, that is
And
a
causes a big boom, hence loud weapon.
that is absolutely a chrome roll. So
I love that your violence is chrome though.
yeah, it's a chrome
AF.
violence, right? Yeah.
I
That's,
am Chrome AF.
let's say you can roll 2 for that, because it's not something you've done a million times, but you're probably pretty good at it anyway. So
Not been a chance.
Yeah.
chrome, you're trying to roll over.
One success and or 2 successes. This is Mirror Shades.
Okay. So yeah, exactly what you wanted to happen, that happens.
Cool.
And that computer just melts down, and you know you fried that system pretty hard. What is your Mirror Shades question?
I don't really have one. We're kind of done.
Nobody wants to know about the 5th floor?
Oh yes, I thought we were on the 5th
wait.
floor.
No, the 5th
Okay.
floor is under
Oh.
the office. It doesn't matter.
I mean,
We could
I
go to the
downloaded
5th
all
floor.
of that stuff that we found, the data that we found that Shkreli had on Google. And
All right.
Oh yeah, no, I
Like-
was
got the
I
stuff
was
on the
looking
5th
I
floor,
was
right,
looking
guys?
for info.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Oh
what
yeah,
the,
you were looking for info, right?
yeah, that's I was looking
Yeah.
for
All
info.
right,
on
we'll
that.
give it to you. And while you're going through the info, you find that Martin Shkreli had hacked into Google, in their central facility in Googlia, and Google was working on this new project called Google Democracy, which they were planning to bring to the people of their fiefdom. It's an experiment. It's beta. It's only in beta.
of course.
But they were planning to try it out, and Martin Shkreli was going to wreck that plan. But now you have the blueprints for how democracy can function in this not exactly post-apocalyptic, but sometime in the not-too-distant future technical.
I also, if I find any evidence I find of him hacking Googlandia, I'm sure I have contacts in Googlandia because I have, media contacts. I'm going to send that to them
Send to their PR team?
I want Googlandia to bring this asshole down. I'm destroying the status quo at least in one place.
All right.
And he has no more money to fight them.
Yes.
And he has no more money to fight them. So I'll say that you destroyed him, and we will say that being hackers and believing that information belongs to the world like good hackers do, you released the plans for Google Democracy, beta as they were.
Open democracy?
Yeah, open source democracy, and with that, you have more than proved yourself.
I know.
With-
I
with-
changed
with
all of
this
his
mission.
records of
You
like
changed-
life to just douchebag.
Yep.
Oh, I know what I want to do when we leave the building though.
Blow
I
it
just
up.
set my little personal access device right next to his head that can't go anywhere. And over, what he hears looped.
It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all.
We can't sing it all.
Yeah.
We won't get
Yeah.
sued because Disney.
Sway.
Already.
This guy's
And as Martin Shkreli hears "It's a Small World After All" drilling into him, and as you help perhaps save this.
One thing, because I
yeah.
had a flamethrower armor I never got to use, so I'm just gonna melt all the tacky shit in the lobby as I walk through.
Yeah.
So
I'll even you burn his hair off. Yeah, you
Oh,
just
we
burn
don't
all
need
of
no
Martin
water.
Shkreli's hair right off. It's great. He looks like an idiot without hair.
More like an idiot.
I know, right?
More like an
Approaching
idiot.
the
without-
asymptote.
His skull is very oddly shaped. It's like it's stupidly shaped. And and as the It's a Small World happens, as you have you've introduced democracy back to the world, and you've secured a huge fortune of money to help with Raptor's medical bills
and just stuff, buying stuff.
and buying stuff. Yeah, you can buy stuff.
Really good graphics.
So many black jackets.
Lots of black clothing is getting bought.
sunglasses that all look exactly the same.
We all go
wig.
shopping for black jackets together, and then we get mutton tacos afterwards.
Yeah.
You call a Lyft bus and head off to
Lift
Taco.
black. Let's live large.
Lyft Black, and you head off to Taco Bell for a nice celebration meal.
Yeah.
And that's it. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Rick.
Yeah, no, that was a weird one. Fun one, but a weird one. Well, Martin Shkreli was our big bad. That's our first real
That was by
big
far
bad.
the most satisfying role-playing
Yeah,
game I've ever played.
So fun.
That was just IRL
punching.
catharsis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hope he
I took
doesn't-
away Martin Shkreli's money.
Oh,
That's the best.
And his head.
I hope he doesn't.
hair.
Hope he doesn't sue us in real life. But if he does, remember that's Zook with a Z, Z-O-O-K. No, sorry. And
The eyes are going red.
Hide under the table. He can't see us.
thank you so much to everybody who joined us and to everybody who donated. You guys have been fantastically generous with us this whole season.
Thank you for joining these 5 passengers on this 3-hour tour.
What was your hidden thing?
Gilligan.
My hidden thing was to work the lyrics of the theme song from Gilligan's Island into the game.
there we go.
He did.
Yeah.
Good.
Impressive.
Yeah, I didn't get nearly the whole song.
But he got a
I got a few
Yeah.
here and there.
Yeah, you got the whole the cast list in
got the
there.
cast.
That was really well done.
Yeah, I told
organic.
what's his face to sit right back right at the beginning.
That's right.
Yeah.
All really well
Yeah.
done.
Diabolical.
Yeah, I was expecting us to have some travel time though between Yesterdayland and Douchelandia, so I was like, oh,
Let me tell you, you
set sail.
You guys never even got to the plot. Like the
Yeah.
stuff that I
No.
I was gonna, have him blackmail you into stealing a bunch of stuff and this and that, and we just all got caught up in the whole first part.
Destroy
of it.
Shkreli.
Destroy Shkreli.
Yeah, it
We could
destroys.
do it literally anything else, or we could spend more time destroying Shkreli.
Right.
Yeah.
Once,
I feel like we used our time in a really productive way.
Yeah, I think
once Shkreli became the bad guy,
I
it was like-
refused. I was like, no, we're not going to Google. We're finishing what we
Yeah.
said.
They at least
here.
say don't be evil. Shkreli's like be more evil.
Yeah.
To the makers of Neon Chrome, O-Dog Forever, you might want to add a bring down Martin Shkreli option.
Plays real well.
And
All
for next
lasers and
time,
feelings hacks.
I
please
will
add this.
have one forced reroll banked for next time.
Yeah.
Thank
Yay.
you. And we will have 2 rerolls in the pot.
Can we throw ours? That we
Yeah,
can
any
use?
guest stars who got throw
Oh, yeah,
yours
I
on
have
in.
2.
You
I'm
get
gonna-
2.
Yeah, but you keep yours.
No, I know. I need
Yeah,
to
you
write
keep
it
it.
down.
Tina's
so I
got 2.
added one in
Sam's
the
out.
pot.
Jody's got 1 for the pot. So 3 in the pot. 2. You're out.
Two.
I'm down.
Didn't need him.
And I've got 1.
No, we're good.
So real quick, starting with Rick Bear. Let's go around this way and tell them where we can find you.
You can find me on Twitter. I am at Rick_Bear, B-A-E-R. I have a website, rickbear.me. I'm here working on this show every Sunday at 5 Pacific on Saving Throw. But you
Check
already know
out
that.
Every Night, the web series Rick produced
Yes,
with
Every
Jackson
Night.
Lanzing, amazing director.
Yeah, I wrote it. Jackson Lansing directed it. You can find it at misfittoys.co. Misfit Toys is the name of my production company. Misfittoys.co.
They produce this show, amongst other things.
Yes.
Amazing.
Ellie.
I'm Ellie Glavich. You can find me on Twitter at Ellie Glitch. I'm on Plunders and Blunders with these lovelies. And I think that's it. I'm going to do kind of a shameless plug. I'm currently working behind the scenes on Masters of Illusion, and you guys should watch it.
Cool.
Shway.
Shway.
Yosh. No one knows what that one means. Invasion America.
Sam DeLive.
Hi, I'm Sam DeLev. You can find me on Twitter at Tchaikovsky, CHAIKOVSKY. Find me on Plunders and Blunders, released every Monday with this one and this
thank you.
one.
Thank you, Zed.
Thank you, Zen Our Faith. We appreciate you. Keep the faith.
Yeah.
And you can also find me with this one on Fridays every week from 4 to 7 for Geek and Sundry's Shield of Tomorrow,
And then what?
now on YouTube. And after Shield of Tomorrow, stick around on Project Alpha at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time for Behind the Shield, our Shield of Tomorrow after show. Hosted, who's the host?
Oh, someone super rad. This one.
It hasn't stopped being cool. They gave me a show. They will regret it. It's great.
Definitely check it out.
What you got?
I got see, this is why it's so good when you go first, because you just do all my things for me.
No, but you got even more cool
I
things,
got
though.
more things. Okay, so you can find me on Twitter at PocketGina. So all the things that Sam and Ellie just said, and you can also tune in at Geek and Sundry on Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. Because there are things I can't announce that are gonna. Has it been?
No, I mean, Amy's doing it.
Oh, that's right. It's enough. We're doing Weave. I forget. We have a new show, Weave Society. We're playing the amazing RPG system Weave, and you should check it out. It's gonna be
Yeah, it's very cool. I
You
just
doing
played
any other
Weave
cool
for the first
podcasts
time.
as well?
I am. There's also a super amazing podcast that you should check out called Champions of the Earth. It's amazing.
It's really
we fight
awesome.
Yeah.
aliens. It's like
Olive is my child.
Power Rangers and Sailor Moon had a wonderful, glorious high school, angsty, emotional baby. So many hormones. It's great.
Find it wherever podcasts are distributed. It's so cool. Oh my gosh, I'm a stupid big fan. Not just because she's.
I need to catch up.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
great.
Hi, I'm Jody Hauser. You can find me on Twitter at Jody_Hauser. I have some exciting comics announcements coming up later this month, so keep an eye on there. And in comic shops this week is Star Wars Thrawn #1, adapting the recent Timothy Zahn novel, Batman Mother Panic Special that is part of the DC event titled Milk Wars, where the main villain is Milkman Man, so you just want to read it based on the names alone. And the second trade volume of Mother Panic. So if you haven't had a chance to catch up, you can pick up the trade and give it a read.
And I'm Rick Budd. I will be. You can find me on Twitter at rbud913 or follow Tempting Fate at Tempting Fate RPG. I will be back next week with Sam and Gina for another Tempting Fate. We will be playing superheroes in the DC universe. Superheroes in the DC universe, and we will have special guests. First, stepping from the other side of the camera, Mr. Dom Zook will be joining us over here. And from Alpha's big hit show Madness, Mr. Jeremy Walker.
I'm excited.
And joining us.
Nice.
And really looking forward to that. This should be a fun one. And let's see what else. Tomorrow night on Saving Throw, don't forget to check out Uncanny Valley, which starts, I believe, at 7:30. It's great. Check it out. It's awesome. And we will be back here next Sunday. I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you for Tempting Fate with us. We will see you next week.
Bye.